Well, wouldn't you know it? We are going to go live tonight from our YouTube live stream. Pleasure to be with you guys. Aaron Brody here at DuPage Medical Group Field as the Florence Freedom look to extend their winning streak from 6 games to what would be a new season best 7-game roll here tonight in Game 1 of a 3-game set with the East Division cellar dweller, Joliet Slammers. We are just about underway from DuPage Medical Group Field. Beautiful ballpark in Joliet, Illinois. Thrilled that YouTube finally cooperated so that we could bring this broadcast to bear. As you can see, the Florence Freedom rocking some very pearly, pristine, and fresh, brand new, out of the closet, road gray jerseys. Starting to really like these new Freedom threads. Saw the red unis yesterday. It's the all grays today. Freedom in script, written in red across the chest. Isaac Bernard will lead things off for the Freedom, facing a guy making his professional debut on the bump for the Joliet Slammers, a right-hander by the name of Tyler Jones. Jones played his college ball at Eastern Illinois. You heard a lot about that university last year right here on Florence Freedom Radio broadcast, as Jake Haberer was from the same school, and so was Tony Romo. For all those fans that were with us in 2018 who are well aware by now of the fact that Tony Romo was my childhood hero, remains my childhood hero, even as an adult. Eastern Illinois, a top college simply because of him. So we'll hope and expect to see good stuff on the bump tonight for Tyler Jones. A random delay. Perhaps the crew chief, Mike Fichter, got word that we were having a little bit of trouble going live from Joliet, so he's delaying the game just so we could make sure we could get the stream rolling, but somebody passed the message down. We are up and rolling and ready for the Freedom to take on the Joliet Slammers here on a beautiful Tuesday evening in Joliet. Game time temperatures 85 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Quick look at the Freedom lineup tonight while we continue this early delay. There is some debris on the field from an earlier festivities that took place before first pitch. Perhaps they're just waiting to get all that cleared off. But here you are, the Freedom tonight in Game 1 of the Joliet Slammers, sending Isaac Bernard to the plate first. He's a designated hitter tonight. Austin Wobrock will play short, hit 2-hole. Caleb Lopez plays second, back in his customary 3 spot. Andre Mercurio will shag in center field, hit cleanup. Ricky Ramirez Jr. with the hot stick rounds out the heart of the Freedom batting order. He'll play right field in the bottom of the first. Luis Pintor back at the hot corner, hitting 6th. Jackson Pritchard from 3 catchers to 1. With the injury of Mike Galino yesterday, Ryan Rinsky on the disabled list. Jackson Pritchard, the only catcher the Freedom have, he'll hit 7th. Brandon Pugh will hit 8th, play left. Taylor Bryant in the 9-hole playing first base. And with that, a first pitch fastball thrown from the right-hander Jones and across the outside edge for a called strike. Bernard falls behind 0-1. We are underway at 7:10 local time. 8:10 back home for our Freedom fans. Another fastball, another strike from the righty Tyler Jones. Quickly 0-2 to Isaac Bernard, who's hitting .242 in the leadoff spot for the Freedom this season. Does have 18 RBIs. He circled the bases 3 times. His last home run coming in that home series with the Lake Erie Crushers. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball is going to miss just outside. Good take from Bernard, who finds himself now in a 1-2 count. Jones gets the sign he wants from his catcher and fires a fastball that swung on and missed by Bernard. An early strikeout for Jones. And a good start to the professional career. 1 for 1 with a strikeout in terms of outs on the bump. Brings up Austin Wobrock. Austin getting treated to the Austin Powers music as he makes his way to the left-handed batter's box. 1 out, nobody on. Jones into the windup, and the right-hander fires a fastball low and in. Falling behind, Wobrock 1-0 to start the second at-bat of the game. Just underway in the top of the first inning, no score. Joliet in their pearly white home uniforms with the green sleeves, solid white pants as a fastball splits the plate. Pushes Wobrock in a 1-1 count. Back-to-back Freedom hitters rocking the knee-high, solid red sock look. I was just saying, I believe it might have been on the radio the other day, how disappointing it's been the Freedom don't have the traditional road gray look. Well, not anymore. Fastball fouled straight back to the netting. Count will move to 1-2. Austin hitting .275. Like Bernard before him, 18 runs batted in. Breaking ball off the back foot. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And remember, everybody's stats they accrued in that suspended game with the Lake Erie Crushers are not showing up on the stat sheet right now because that game has been quote-unquote suspended. Line drive to left field. Wobrock goes with an outside pitch, has himself a single. He'll take an aggressive round past first. He's halfway to second base. They'll throw behind him, but he scurries back into the bag. Safe with a 1-out single. That'll bring up Caleb Lopez.
Second baseman, number 16.
Love seeing a hitter not try to do too much up there. Jones working corners early in his first professional start. Wobrock didn't try to pull the outside pitch there. Went with it to left field. Hit it hard. Caleb Lopez digging in the box now, not wearing the solid tall socks, but fresh red stirrups, white sanitaries. These Freedom look sharp tonight. Breaking ball to the 3-hole man, misses outside for an early ball. Lopez ahead of Jones, 1-0. Austin off to a 3-step lead at first base as Jones now works from the stretch on the first base side of the rubber, and his fastball will miss off the outer third. Quickly 2-0 as he falls behind Lopez. Jones struck out the first man he faced, Isaac Bernard, give up the single, and now falls behind the 3-hole hitter. The Freedom formula offensively has been on display the last couple of weeks. Doesn't matter what the count is, what the score is. You better keep making good pitches. Jones will check on Wobrock at first. Not the A move. Just floated the baseball over to Dash Winningham, who did not place a tag on Austin as he dove back in safely. 2-0 pitch to Lopez, and the first strike as it finds the outside edge. 2 balls and a strike. Now on Caleb. Jones sets the chest and fires a breaking ball that's tapped towards third base. Harrison Bragg will charge in to glove the big 1-hop. He'll only have 1 play. That's to first to retire Lopez, and he does for the second out of the frame. But Wobrock will move up 90 feet into scoring position. And this is what the Freedom have been doing. It's not as though they've been tearing it up with just a litany of base hits. Now, certainly they've gotten their fair share of hits, home runs throughout the course of this 6-game roll, and the 6-game roll that preceded it. But it's just being productive. Productive outs, moving guys over, stealing bases. Sacrifice flies, ground balls to the right side to plate runs, wild pitches, pass balls. A very aggressive mentality and a tremendous 2-out hitting team. Andre Mercurio is the new hitter and maybe the very best situational hitter the Freedom have. He'll watch a first pitch fastball find the outer edge as Mercurio falls behind 0-1. Never seen a team love to hit with 2 outs more than this 2019 Freedom crew. The inning is only starting when the second out is recorded. Another early chance here, just underway in the top of the first. Austin Wobrock standing at second, and a breaking ball is sliced foul out of play as the count moves to no balls and 2 strikes on Andre Mercurio. Andre now officially with the very best batting average on the ball club at .301. 12 RBIs, did have that 7-day stint on the disabled list. But the stalwart center fielder did show up on the All-Star ballots this season. And I expect to see him in the Midsummer Classic that first week of July. 0-2, fisted foul. And a nice play by Tyler Reichenborn on the Freedom third base dugout, leaning over the rail, barehanded that. And dropped it back on the field of play. Actually, that was number 26, not just 6. That's Brian White. That's the pitching coach showing the hands. Mercurio still buried in the 0-2 abyss. There are 2 outs. Wobrock standing at second. He singled, took second on the Lopez ground out to third. Breaking ball, hard shot, but Chaz Meadows, a couple of hard steps to his right, will field this in-between hop, send it to first base in time to retire Mercurio. So Wobrock does get the first Freedom hit, find himself in scoring position, but Florence will not cash him in their first at bat. We move to the bottom of the first, no score. From Joliet, Illinois, you're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Rohr Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Rohr at Rohr Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Rohr Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to rohrins.com. Call Alvin Rohr. Call the Rohr Agency today.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited, family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
We move into the bottom of the first from Joliet, Illinois, where your Florence Freedom opened. A midweek 3-game set with the last place team in the East Division, Joliet Slammers, here tonight. The Freedom got 1 base runner but could not scratch across a run in their first at bat, so Joliet will come to the plate as we search for the game's first run. They will send London Lindley, Riley Crane, and Chaz Meadows to the dish. Facing Dan Williams, who makes his 3rd start tonight for the Florence Freedom, off to an incredible start, as really all the pitchers on this 2019 ball club have gotten off to this season. Williams will making his 3rd start, but his first 2 both quality outings. Got his first professional win on the day he made his debut. What a June 13th that had to be for this right-hander out of Keystone Heights, Florida, who signed on the 13th, was handed the ball that night as the Freedom looked for a victory over the Schaumburg Boomers. They would find it as Williams landed his first pro win. His last start was another quality start. He's 2 for 2 in that category. But the Freedom won, rallying late in O'Fallon, Missouri, becoming 5-0 in extra inning games. Williams had already come out of the game at that point, so he was handed the no decision. He enters tonight 1-0 with a 2.76 ERA, and in steps London Lindley. The righty does not walk anybody, but he will miss with this first pitch fastball too far in for ball 1. Seriously, Daniel Williams not somebody to wait on walks. If you're going to the plate, better be aggressive. 180 strikeouts to 36 walks his last 2 years in college. Here is a sinking pop fly, shallow in left field. Austin Wobrock with the great range at short and a back pedal squeezes it, calling off Brandon Pugh for the first out of the frame.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 5, Riley Crane.
A look at the Freedom defensively here in the bottom of the first. You heard Pugh out there in left field. You also heard Wobrock, who made the play at short. It's Andre Mercurio in center, Ricky Ramirez Jr. in right. Double play duo of Wobrock and Lopez up the middle. Pintor and Bryant on the corners. Pintor at the hot corner as a curveball crosses on the outer edge to Riley Crane, who falls behind 0-1 after 1 pitch. Crane the DH tonight for Jeff Isom Slammers. Williams into the windup and a fastball, you betcha. On the outside black, it's quickly 0-2. Did mention Jackson Pritchard squeezing the balls and strikes from the righty Dan Williams tonight. Home plate umpire is Mike Fichter. Jim Shaley, his partner on the bases. Hard ground ball back up the box, but squeezing it is Daniel Williams, who will trot about halfway to first base before letting go of an underhand toss to Taylor Bryant, completing the 1-3 put out for out number 2 in the first. Thuggish, ruggish bone. That's a nasty walk-up song for Meadows. Really for anyone. Just a good tune. Williams still working from the windup. And a fastball on the inside edge. You'll take a plus 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio any day of the week from a guy you hand the ball to. Here's a hard ground ball that'll be foul on the third base side. Williams quickly ahead 0-2 of another hitter. The Freedom can certainly take advantage of the Joliet Slammers' strength on biggest weakness in this series. The Freedom pitching staff has been lights out all season. The Joliet hitters have been quiet all season. Joliet is last in the 10-team Frontier League in average, runs, home runs, and slugging percentage. So if their offense is their weakness, that's not a good matchup going against this Freedom club that's watched quality start after quality start, even facing some of the best offenses in the league through the first 38 games of this season. Second pitch. Wrong again. Third pitch to Meadows, misses outside. Williams got ahead 0-2, but now it's 1-2 as that fastball missed. Freedom unis looking a lot like the Cincinnati Reds road gray uniforms today. Nasty wipeout curveball, swung on and missed. It was not squeezed cleanly behind the plate, so Jackson Pritchard will have to hose to first, and he does so to complete the strikeout as Daniel Williams rolls through his first frame of work, faces the minimum, and brings those Fighting Freedom back to the plate in the top of the second, still stalemated in a scoreless game. Keep it locked right here on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmers market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family. And you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
This summer, the Frontier League heads to the Big Apple as its brightest stars battle the Can-Am League's finest in the historic first-ever Frontier League Can-Am League All-Star Celebration. It's July 9th and 10th in beautiful Rockland County, nestled in New York City's suburbs. Slide to rocklandboulders.com for tickets and lodging information to see the best baseball stars shine in New York. Again, visit rocklandboulders.com and show support for your team in this Frontier League Can-Am League All-Star Game.
What's up, Freedom fans? Give you your first look inside the broadcast booth today here at DuPage Medical Group Field. Freedom and Joliet Slammers opening a 3-game midweek set here in Joliet, Illinois. No score. As we move into the top of the second, the Freedom sending to the plate their 5, 6, 7 hitters, starting with Ricky Ramirez Jr. to face Tyler Jones. Jones able to pitch around an Austin Wobrock single in his first frame, facing just one over the minimum before Dan Williams faced the minimum in the bottom half of a quick-moving first inning. Jones rocks in the windup, and a first-pitch fastball is thrown past a swinging Ricky, who just yesterday snapped his 13-game hitting streak. That number 13 really is unlucky. Luis Pintor and Ricky Ramirez Jr. both getting to that number, which is the best hitting streak for any one Freedom player this season. But 14 games in a row has proven to be difficult. Fastball misses out. will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Really stringing together a hit in 2 games in a row is difficult. 13 ridiculous in its own right. Breaking ball, line shot up the middle, and Meadows won't get to this one. Ricky has the second Freedom single, and he gets it to lead off the second, bringing up Luis Pintor with a man at first and nobody out.
Third baseman number 7, Luis Pintor.
Everything rockets right now for Ricky Ramirez Jr. Despite the fact he did snap that hitting streak yesterday, 2 lineouts in each of his last 2 at-bats. Feeling Caleb Lopez's pain as the hitting streak came to an end. And here's the other guy that had that 13-game streak and did so to start the season this year. Luis Pintor in the box now as Jones is back in the stretch. First pitch swinging, line drive. This is trouble down the line in right field, and this is going to bounce foul all the way out into the corner. Pintor certainly enjoyed facing the Joliet Slammers in that opening series of the season. We all remember the start Luis got off to. Each of his 2 home runs this year came in that opening series with this squad. Maybe facing him this second time around will help him end that skid as far as the power surge is concerned. A multi-homer game in Game 2 with the Slammers, and has not homered since. Here's a hot shot, and he'll beat the shift. This is going to roll into right field. Ricky's going to go first to third, and he'll be there. Throw to third base is not on line. Ricky slides in feet first. Pintor satisfied with the single. Runners now at the corners. Still nobody out as the Freedom threaten here in the second. Back-to-back knocks. Ridge Ho'opi Haslam standing about 3 feet away from second base when Pintor came to the plate. Not expecting him to go backside. We saw Austin have success looking the other way in inning number 1. Ricky had his base hit up the gut. And now Luis the other way, so waiting back on the baseball. Jackson Pritchard's the new hitter, and a fastball misses at his shoe tops. 1-0. Jones looking in for the sign from his catcher, Brian Pereira. Gets the one he wants. Will lower the hands to the ready and then quickly pivot to first, but Pintor back in safely with a head-first dive. Again, no tag applied from the first baseman, Dash Winningham. Pritchard hitting .227 this season. Does have 3 round trippers. Fastball just missing in. Did not miss by much. But Jones doesn't get the call from Mike Fichter as he falls behind 2-0 to a man that's a dangerous hitter, but particularly when he can pick out his pitch and know what's coming, as he did, launching that walk-off homer on the first pitch he saw from Grant Black. Here's a fastball and a little frisbee liner played on a nice short hop by Meadows, who steps on second for 1 and will get the double play. Tremendous looks at what Chaz Meadows can do defensively, but the Freedom do take the game's first lead, scoring from third base on the play. Ricky Ramirez Jr. as Florence takes the 1-0 edge, but sees 2 outs on the board now for Brandon Pugh, nobody on. No RBI credited to Pritchard on the double play. One of the annoying rules in baseball scoring. Either way you slice it, good guys already in front. Here's a line shot off the bat of Brandon Pugh, who's wearing 27. This splits the gap in left center field. He runs really well. He'll be satisfied at second. Seeing 27 floored me there for a second. Brandon Pugh normally wears number 19. That is him. He's hitting in the 8-hole, just in a new uniform today, and I had to think twice about who it was. But that's Brandon. Another backside base hit. Another extra base hit for the Freedom, who had 5 in 1 inning yesterday. That 4-run second inning, in which the Freedom hit for the cycle. 9-hole man Taylor Bryant in the box now. Another insurance run suddenly in scoring position with 2 outs. Here's a line drive to center. This one's going to get down for a base hit. No one's going to throw Pugh out. He'll score easily. Taylor Bryant picking on a first pitch. Drops it into center. And it is a 2-0 game. Your Freedom in front. Still batting in the second. Little mound visit from Pereira to try to calm down the man making his professional debut. Freedom are a buzzsaw right now. Not a bad time for an early visit, as Florence is getting hot early in this one. Already 2 runs of cushion for Dan Williams, who hasn't allowed more than 2 runs in any of his first 2 starts. First pitch to Isaac Bernard as the Freedom roll their lineup over. Is going to miss outside. 1-0. Isaac 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Jones deals. Swung away and bounced foul, skipping towards the Joliet Slammers' first base dugout. I want to take this time as Tyler Jones goes to the rosin bag to send my best to Mike Galino, who I'm sure is in the listening audience tonight. Praying for you, man. Horrifying injury yesterday at home plate. The bottom of the 6th inning as Mike tried to scamper across to give the Freedom an insurance run, dove head first and collided with Zach Taylor behind home plate. Head first. Breaking ball misses outside to Bernard, who's now ahead 2-1 with Tyler Jones. Got some good news today that he was able to go into surgery a day before it was originally scheduled. The docs found out a couple of good things. Gave him more confidence to do the surgery quicker. Fastball's fouled off out of play to the left. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bernard. But we all are thinking about you, Mike. Wish you a speedy recovery, and we'll see you back in uniform soon. That's what we're all praying for. Time called in the box. As Bernard steps out, digs something out of his eye. Runner at first base. 2 outs and 2 runs in for the Freedom in the top of the second. It's a 2-0 game. Visiting team taking it to the Joliet Slammers early here in game 1. Fastball, late swing. Bernard down on strike for the second time tonight. And with that, Tyler Jones has escaped the second frame, but not before the Freedom plate 2, getting 1, 2, 3, 4 hits in the inning. It's a 2-0 game. Freedom in front. Daniel Williams back out to the bump to face the 4, 5, 6 in the bottom. Keep it locked on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
action in Joliet, Illinois. 2-0 suddenly, your Freedom in front as they look for their 7th straight win in game 1 versus the Joliet Slammers, who occupy the bottom of the East Division standings, 9 games out of first place. Your Freedom sitting atop not just the West Division, the entire Frontier League. 14 games above 500 at 26-12, a ridiculous start. Breaking ball will miss on the first pitch to Dash Winningham. Got to be careful with this guy. He's one of 3 batters in the Frontier League with 7 home runs. Fastball misses eye level. 2-0 quickly to Winningham. Pretty sure you've heard of one of the other guys with 7 dingers this season. He plays for the Freedom. His name's Connor Crane. The other, Ryan Long with Evansville. Fastball on the outer black. That'll do it. First strike of the sequence as Williams fell behind early. Winningham coming over via trade with the Windy City Thunderbolts here in the first half of the season. He swings, pops up a foul ball that'll carry over the top of us at press row.
That foul ball brought to you by Brown & Brown Insurance. Insurance advice is always a good.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count on Dash Winningham. Williams a couple of shakes of Pritchard. Now he nods in agreement. Rocker steps into the windup, and the righty fires a fastball that's rolled over to first, but foul as it's fielded by Taylor Bryant. Our guy with 7 home runs this season, Crane, a late scratch today. Was penciled in the lineup about an hour before first pitch, before the decision was made to let Taylor play first. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Lopez ranging to his right, fields on a backhand, will fire across his body with no momentum going towards first, and it didn't matter. Throws out Winningham 4-3. Just another tremendous play of the men who occupy the middle of the infield for the Freedom this season. That tandem of Wobrock and Lopez up the middle has been magic for now 2 seasons. No one sneezing at the guys playing on the corners either. Luis Pintor, whether it's Connor Crane or Taylor Bryant. Pretty airtight infield for the Freedom defensively. We played an error-free game yesterday in the 4-3 win over the Grizzlies. Here's another ground ball to the right side. Lopez ranging into right field, will field on the forehand side this time. He can make that play too. Back-to-back 4-3 putouts. And the Slammers are down to their last out in the second.
Now batting the third baseman, number 23.
Daniel Williams looking for another 1-2-3 frame. Harrison Bragg is the man he will look for it from. It was Brian Pereira who went up there swinging at the first pitch and grounding out. Harrison Bragg in his 2nd season in the Frontier League, first with the Joliet Slammers. He was in the West Division last year. Played for the Southern Illinois Miners. And he's late on a fastball, falls behind on a big swing. 0-1. Williams gets the sign, rocks into the windup, and a fastball. That's going to miss in. Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to Bragg. Bragg just hitting 163 in his first season with the Slammers. He'll lay off this fastball that's a little too in. Now 2-1. Williams falls behind. Just his 13th game with the Slammers for Bragg. 5 RBIs. He has circled the bases once. Here's the 2-1. Little check swing and a tapper back to the backstop. Evens the count as deuces are all over the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Freedom in front of the Slammers 2-0, scoring a pair in their side of this second frame. Getting 4 hits in the process. Williams fires, just a line drive in left center field. This may have split the gap, and it has. It's going to roll all the way to the pipe fitter sign, and the power rally of left center. Pugh relays it to Wobrock. As Bragg's up standing at second with a 2-out stand-up double. Maybe some two-out magic in store for the home team as Ridge Ho'opi Haslam makes his way to the plate. We mentioned how the Slammers are in last in essentially every offensive category that matters. Another 100-something hitter coming to the plate here in Ho'opi Haslam at 187. 5 guys hitting in the 100s on the Slammers team. The fastball misses upstairs for ball 1. Four of the 5 hitters in the 1-somethings in the lineup tonight. Williams sets and fires, popped up on the infield. Right side, Taylor Bryant, Caleb Lopez converge, and it's Lopez who makes the call and the catch. And with that, we are through. 2 frames here at DuPage Medical Group Field. Caleb Lopez recording all 3 outs in the inning at second base. And the Freedom will bring to the plate their 2-3-4 hitters, Wobrock, Lopez, Mercurio. When we get back to the action, top 3 in a 2-0 game, your Freedom lead on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassidon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on. You belong at Citi. We are now hiring customer service agents to join the team at our Florence, Kentucky Customer Contact Center. Working at Citi certainly has its perks: tuition reimbursement, great pay, business casual dress code, and benefits day one. To discover a career at Citi and join our remarkable team, visit jobs.citi.com/Florence. That is jobs.citi.com/Florence. Citi is an equal opportunity employer. Here comes Austin Wobrock to lead off the top of the third for the Freedom. 2-3-4 hitters due up facing Tyler Jones. Freedom already in front, 2-0 here in the third. Jones into the windup and a good breaking ball, but too much movement. Falls south of the strike zone as Austin takes the 1-0 edge. Wobrock 1 for 1 today. Went with an outside fastball, guided it into left field for a line drive single in the first frame. And the count now even as the fastball crosses on that outside black. Jones into the windup and the 1-1. Goes back to the breaking ball, but it'll miss down in the zone again. So Austin is advantaged once more. 2 balls and a strike on the 2-hole man. Jones peering over the top of that black Wilson mitt into the windup. Too low. 3-1. Freedom have been tremendous against teams from the East Division this season. 12-5 as a line drive spoiled foul out of play to the left. 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count on Wobrock. It's not as though it's been a lot of home series against a bad East Division. Road Warriors, Florence 5-1 against the East on the road. Here's another hot shot to left and a nice play racing inward. LJ Kalawaya squeezes this hot shot for out number 1. I'm loving the backside approach early in this game, and you should be too. Seeing some great contact. Caleb Lopez hits next. 0 for 1. He grounded out to Harrison Bragg at third. His first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Big breaking ball and right down Broadway. Called a strike. 0-1. Jones back into the windup, and the 0-1 stays with off speed. That'll miss off the edge. Evened up at 1-1. Righty deals. Too far in. It was the fastball after back-to-back breaking balls. Trying to throw it past him, but too far inside to a right-handed hitter who likes to stand on top of the plate and all the way back in the box. Working quickly. Jones deals. Down and away. 3-1. These Freedom hitters know the strike zone. And they're going to make you find it. They're going to get your pitch count up. And they're going to take advantage of you when you tire out. Fastball, here's a hard ground ball laying out. Meadows gets a piece of it, but he will not be able to squeeze it as it rolls off his mitt into center. Another well-struck baseball off Tyler Jones. The Freedom with a runner at first and 1 out for Andre Mercurio. Despite the fact the Freedom are 26-12, sitting atop the entire Frontier League, it's not as though they're first in everything offensively themselves. 7th best team batting average entering tonight at .245. It's the timeliness of their hitting. The way they play together. Use productive outs. Lopez takes off on the first pitch. Little flare is going to fall into left. Lopez will take a big round, and it's going to get under the glove of Kalawaya. How far will Lopez run? He's rounding third now. He'll get waved home. Kalawaya collects, fires towards home plate, allowing Mercurio to slide in safely feet first at third. They will take advantage of every mistake. Certainly a mistake like that. Kalawaya came in hard on that flare to left, but it bounced underneath his mitt. Now it's a 3-0 game, and another insurance run just 90 feet away as Ricky Ramirez Jr. digs in. Jones on the first base side of the rubber, and the first pitch on the way to Ramirez. A breaking ball that finds the outside corner. 0-1. Joliet, not a team that makes a lot of mistakes defensively. That's just their 29th error this season. They're second in the league. Fielding percentage. Fastball thrown past Ricky here. Now an 0-2 count. After snapping the streak yesterday, Ricky right back to work in his first at bat 1 day later. 1 for 1 with a single here in the opener with the Slammers. Infield in across the diamond for Joliet as Ricky leans away from a fastball that got away from Jones. 1-2. Righty sets at the chest, and the 1-2 glorified pitch out, making Pereira come out of his crouch towards that right-handed batter's box to squeeze. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still just 1 out. 3-0 game, Freedom in front, trying to double what their lead was when this inning started. They can plate Mercurio, who's off to a walking lead at third. Jones deals the 2-2, hard shot, but a nice play on a slide of the first baseman, Dash Winningham. Quick reflexes. He takes a bullet off the bat of Ramirez. Prevents him from being 2 for 2. 2 outs now. Mercurio still at third. Both outs in this inning, line outs. The other 2 hitters both with base hits. Safe to say the Freedom are starting to dig in and get comfortable against Tyler Jones. 4 hits in their last inning that led to 2 runs. 2 more hits in this frame. Good breaking ball on the outside edge. Hard slider across. Pintor behind in the count, 0-1. Luis also 1 for 1 himself today. Back-to-back singles started that second frame from Ramirez and this guy, Pintor. Fastball painted on the outside black. Living on the outside edge to Luis Pintor with 2 well-executed pitches to start this sequence for Tyler Jones. Gets the sign from Pereira, who sets up out. 0-2 on the way, fastball and just out. Tremendous idea. It was a little farther out than the 2 pitches before it, but at a very similar spot to see if he could get the call. He did not. Count moves to 1-2 for Pintor. Jones readies, and the 1-2 on the way. Fastball and a little flare is going to fall into right. 1 more run across for the Freedom. Pintor now 2 for 2. Again, just going with an outside pitch and serving it into right field. Up over Ridge Ho'opi Haslam, but in front of Tyler Bordner in right. Two runs in back-to-back frames for the Freedom, who now lead by 4. 4-zip. Jackson Pritchard goes after a first pitch fastball, hits it on the screws to second, and making a late decision at second was Ho'opi Haslam, who will not win the foot race to the base. Sliding in safely, Luis Pintor. This inning will be extended. Ho'opi just wanting to make the toss to second for the easy out, but his shortstop Meadows wasn't there. Forced a second baseman to try to run to the bag himself, but Luis beat him there. And Jeff Isom is going to come out to the mound, and I'm sure he is not thrilled as he calls the entire infield in to hear his wrath. A relatively quick mound visit. Got his point across. Official score here at DuPage Medical Group Field. Going to award Jackson Pritchard with a single. No physical error made on the play. A mental error by the shortstop who wasn't at second, leading to an infield hit. Eight knocks already for the Freedom, who are not done hitting in the third inning. Brandon Pugh doubled his first time up. He's in the box again here. First pitch, fastball, no question. Knee high, looked to be on the inner third. 0-1 to Pugh, who, like so many hitters before him, looked to the opposite field his first time up. Split the gap in left center and just kept on running. He had the triple yesterday in the second. That framed the Freedom hit for the cycle. Spin move towards second, but Jones won't pull the trigger as Luis dives back in head first. Four hits in back-to-back frames for the Freedom. 2 runs in back-to-back frames for the Freedom. A good formula for success, scoring in every inning. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Up out of the chute was Pereira. He'll get the ball back to his pitcher in a 1-1 count. Jones sets and the 1-1. Way too far in. 2-1. One legitimate error in this inning for the Slammers, but another costly mental lapse also helping extend the inning as the Freedom look for the jugular early in Joliet, Illinois. Well, quick looks towards second from Jones. Now the pitch. Fastball across. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brandon Pugh, today's left fielder, and the late addition to the lineup. Deuces all over the board in the top of the third. A 4-0 game. Your Freedom in front. Pitch on the way. Too far in again. That one didn't miss by as much. But Brandon knew the zone. Has earned himself a payoff pitch. Runners at first and second. Pintor and Pritchard on the base paths. Louis standing at second. Jackson at first. Both singling. Ahead of this AB for Pugh. Prayer sets up in for the payoff. Here it is. Called strike 3 at the belt. A backwards K will retire the Freedom side, but not before the good guys score 2 more times. They've opened up a 4-0 lead after 2.5 frames at DuPage Medical Group Field on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. Are you craving the crispiness of Donato's pizza and the creaminess of Witt's custard? Visit a one-stop shop for both cravings in Independence, Kentucky. Haven't had the chance to try Witt's yet? Well, you're in luck. Stop by the First Baseline concessions and get a scoop of made fresh daily Witt's custard today. Donato's Pizza and Witt's Custard of Independence are proud supporters of Tasty Za, delicious desserts, and Florence Freedom Baseball.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
Bottom 3 up next. Freedom and Slammers opening a 3-game midweek set here at the beautiful home ballpark of the Joliet Slammers, DuPage Medical Group Field, the new title sponsor of this breathtaking stadium that has the downtown view, the downtown field, just outside Chicago. Joliet Route 66 Stadium, what it was formerly known as, before DuPage Medical Group stepped up to the plate, no pun intended, to take over the naming rights. First pitch on the way to Tyler Bordner, fouled off out of play, 0-1. One hit for the Slammers tonight. It was a double by Harrison Bragg in their last at bat. Everybody else has gotten out. And a good breaking ball. 12-6er. Quickly makes it 0-2 on the right fielder, Bordner, who's the 8-hole hitter in Jeff Isom's batting order. Daniel Williams into the windup. And a devastating off-speed pitch gets a half-hearted swing and a miss on an awkward swing from Tyler Bordner. Second strikeout of the night for Daniel Williams. There's been a revelation for the Freedom. Another one of the many terrific finds for Dennis Pelfrey and Brian White. And that brain trust, we trust in Florence. New hitter is LJ Kalawaya, the 9-hole man, who will roll the lineup over, lays off a fastball that'll miss below the knees. A rare ball from Daniel Williams as he falls behind. Righty deals again. Late swing, foul tipped and squeezed behind the plate by Pritchard. 1-1 now. Quick consensus reached. Here comes Williams. Fastball rolled over towards first, foul. Taylor Bryant will show his range. His forehand abilities anyway. Bryant giving the ball back to Williams, who wanted a new one. That one may have been blemished on that bat by Kalawaya. One-two pitch, got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Daniel Williams, whose total is now up to 3. And we'll see London Lindley, the leadoff man, come back to the plate for the second time tonight in search of his second 1-2-3 frame. It was with 2 outs that Harrison Bragg got the first, and as it stands right now, only Slammers hit. Stand-up double, split the gap in left center. See if Williams can get the job done with 2 outs this time. Fastball will miss up. Lindley ahead 1-0. 0 for 1 tonight, the leadoff man, popped out. So the shortstop, Wobrock. 1-0. Misses in. 2 quick balls. Freedom did not sweep the Slammers the first time these two teams played. They took 2 of 3 at UC Health Stadium as a fastball is going to miss out. You almost never see Daniel Williams fall behind 3-0 in a count. But he has here to London Lindley. Three-0 pitch. Inside edge. Maybe took a little off to focus on location there. Trusting in the fact that London Lindley wasn't going to be swinging away, and he was right. So he does start the long trek back. Makes the count 3-1. And here he is again. Fastball, line drive to left field. This is going to get down for a base hit. Brandon Pugh circles the ball. Will show his gun to second, keeping London Lindley at first with a 2-out single. That third out's always the hardest one to find. Here comes Riley Crane, who's going to try to keep a good thing going for the Slammers as they trail the Freedom by 4 in the early stages of this single 9-inning game here tonight. Quick look at first base, but Lindley back in safely. Williams open from the stretch, throws a fastball on the outside edge. 0-1, he jumps ahead of Crane, the DH. Mixing up the timing, good idea as Lindley was starting his lead, but wasn't far enough off the bag yet to be in any real jeopardy as he was able to get back standing. Now the 0-1 from the right-hander. Rolled over towards first, and a long run for Lopez. He won't get to this one. It rolls through and into right. Ricky will hose towards third. Cut off by Wobrock, and the Slammers get back-to-back 2-out singles. Have runners now on the corners for their 3-hole hitter, Chaz Meadows.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Chaz Meadows.
Williams got Meadows his first time up, struck him out to end the first. Trying to keep that shutout here. The bottom of the third frame. First pitch on the way, swung on, crushed. Deep left field. Brandon Pugh in a dead sprint at the wall. We'll watch this sail over. A 3-run shot for Chaz Meadows. Changes the complexion of the game. Now a 1-run affair at 4-3. Two-out hitting. Gets you to heaven. We saw the Gateway Grizzlies be a very difficult team to retire. After getting the first 2 frames, Joliet trying to follow in those footsteps here tonight. First pitch misses too far in to Dash Winningham, who's got plenty of pop himself. Williams into the windup. Changeup swung on, lifted high in the air, but well foul. Out of play off to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. One on the way. Popped up. This will find its way out of play on the first base side. Williams now ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Home run for Meadows, his 3rd of the year. 3 RBIs give him 13. But the Slammers still do trail by 1. The base is freshly cleared and 2 outs. The bottom of the 3rd inning. Pritchard sets up out. Fastball is out, but also low. As the count evens up, 2-2. Righty deals, and a line drive is going to twist foul, splitting that Joliet Slammers bullpen. Sending a bunch of pitchers off and running, trying to avoid wearing that liner. DuPage Medical Group Field, another ballpark in which the bullpens are down the lines in foul ground. Line drive, carrying into center field, now into left center. Mercurio leaps at the wall, won't make the catch. Ball bounces off the wall, rolling back towards center where Pugh fields and fires to Wobrock. Continuing to hit with 2 outs, Dash Winningham just missed back-to-back homers. Got every bit of that fastball from Williams, a line drive that carried a long way into the power alley in left center, but did stay in the yard as Brian White will come out trying to calm his pitcher down, who got the first 2 outs in order to start the frame, both strikeouts. But since then, a pair of singles, a 3-run shot, and this Dash Winningham double, giving the Joliet Slammers all sorts of life. Still in the early stages. We'll welcome you back into the broadcast booth here as Brian White just now making his way back into that Freedom dugout. A 4-3 game, a 1-run affair, the Freedom in front, but seeing Joliet really enjoy and relish the opportunity to take on the top team in all of the Frontier League. They were gussied up. They were ready to come out and play today. We'll get back to the action now as Brian Pereira, the catcher, makes his way to the plate. First pitch on the way, popped up, third base side, and this will carry out of play. 0-1, Williams quickly ahead. He's still throwing strikes. One of those things where if you're walking guys, might be a little frustrated, but he always pounds the zone. He's not going to throw it past you. He's a pitch to contact guy, and the Slammers have made good contact here in inning number 3, AB number 3 for the home team. Ground ball to second. Lopez ranging to his glove side, will spin, make a nice throw to first base where Bryant squeezes. And mercifully, This bottom of the third has come to an end. The Joliet Slammers get a 3-run shot from Chaz Meadows and a Dash Winningham double as they make it a 1-run game entering the fourth. 4-3, Freedom still in front on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Ready, go.
This summer, the Frontier League heads to the Big Apple as its brightest stars battle the Can-Am League's finest in the historic first-ever Frontier League Can-Am League All-Star celebration. It's July 9th and 10th in beautiful Rockland County, nestled in New York City's suburbs. Slide to rocklandboulders.com for tickets and lodging information to see the best baseball stars shine in New York. Again, visit rocklandboulders.com and show support for your team in the Frontier League Can-Am League All-Star Game.
Get ready to hit it out of the ballpark with tasty treats from Milford Valley.
We've got an all-star lineup of chicken appetizers now available at concessions. Fans who like a little heat can't go wrong with cream cheese-filled buffalo chicken sticks. Like it a little hotter? Try the spicy jalapeno chicken sticks. And finger food just got more interesting with chicken chips that are great for dipping in your favorite sauce.
This lineup of chicken products from Milford Valley is sure to be a big hit and your next ballpark favorite.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG. Nine 1-2 hitters due up for the Freedom, starting with Taylor Bryant, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI single today. Glad you could join us on YouTube live stream again tonight, folks. Aaron Brody with you from Joliet, Illinois, where the Freedom lead the Slammers 4-3 as we break ground in inning number 4 with this first pitch of the frame from Tyler Jones, a fastball that had the outside corner, but it was below the knees. A good take for Taylor Bryant, who's now advantaged 1-0. Freedom has scored 2 runs in back-to-back at-bats, but the 3 spot for Joliet as a breaking ball is fouled hard down the third base line to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. It's Taylor Bryant. Just to finish that thought, the Slammers changing the complexion of the game a little bit. I was starting to dig in, lean back in my seat, thinking another potential route could be on early with the Freedom taking on the last place team and scoring, hitting the ball as well as they did early, but the Slammers are going to fight tonight. Oh boy, up and in and beaning Taylor Bryant, hoping it was in the shoulder. Upstairs for sure. He will be awarded first base with a hit by pitch. Not a fun spot to wear one, as if there is such a place that is. There's a fastball as well, so that's going to sting. But Taylor shot to his feet. Doesn't need the training staff. He's good to go at first. And the Freedom will enjoy that leadoff base runner as they roll their lineup over to Isaac Bernard, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Tyler Jones has 3 Ks in his pro debut tonight. Brandon Pugh, the other man, he sat down with the whiff. Good breaking ball will start Bernard behind in the count. 0-1. Jones with a glove resting up against his left chest. As he looks in for the sign. Now he lowers the hands to the ready. Pereira sets up out, showing bunt. But pulling back was Bernard. And the good idea is it missed downstairs. One ball and 1 strike to Isaac Bernard, who will call time, step out. Looks like he's waving some gnats away from his face as he gets back in. There are several fruit flies flying in and out of this radio booth Maybe they made their way down onto the field. 1-1 pitch. Close, but off the outer edge. 2-1. Bernard in front. Dennis cycling through the signs to Taylor Bryant. We'll see what's on in a 2-1 count, if anything. Nobody out. Top four. 4-3 game. A one-run affair. Fastball too far in. Bernard did a good job selling it. 3 balls and a strike now as Jones goes back to that rosin bag. Trying to enhance his grip. He's got some work to do behind in a 3-1 count. Runner takes off, hard ground ball, unbelievable execution of a hit and run. Taylor Bryant's going to keep on running. He's at third now. Big round at first from Bernard. And runners will be on the corners. Still nobody out. Beautiful execution yet again. As Ridge Ho'opi Haslam, the second baseman, was headlong towards the base to cover on the stolen base attempt, opening up a huge hole on that right side that Bernard exploited. His first single of the night. It's one thing to land the 3-run heavy blow on the Freedom. Another thing to continue throwing punches, because the Freedom always do, and here they are again. First pitch on the way to Austin Wobrock. Strike on the inner half. A hit batter and a single so far in the fourth for Florence. Wobrock 1 for 2. Smoked a baseball his last time up. Turned into a line out to left. He shows bunt here, lays down a beauty on the first base side. Quickly getting to it, Tyler Jones. Hard heave to first, just in the nick of time. First out of the frame, but Wobrock did his job. Another run across. A safety squeeze executed as the Freedom add one more run of insurance to the ledger. Take a 5-3 advantage on the Slammers with a runner at second. And one out for their 3-hole hitter, Caleb Lopez. Poetry in motion. This Freedom offense of late. Now 3 straight frames in which the Freedom have scored tonight. Tyler Jones, the runner taking off. Lopez hits a ground ball to short. Meadows is going to field, take a look at the runner before throwing to first to retire Caleb. We're out number 2.
Now batting center fielder number 2, Andre Mercurio.
Cleanup man Andre Mercurio will get a chance with 2 outs. Jones deals the first offering. Mercurio has to bail out. Squared around to bunt early. But had to bail as that one nearly hit him. Jones has already hit 1 batter in this inning. That man came around to score. Taylor Bryant. Fastball is going to miss off the outside edge. Mercurio's in a great hitter's count, 2-0. Fastball splits the plate. 2-1 now. Andre singled his last time up. Found himself standing at third, taking second on the error in left field after the single, and then third base on the throw home. Fastball, not going to sell it this time. Strike on the inside edge. Mike Fichter ruling in favor. Tyler Jones there. So Mercurio tried to draw the call. Even 2-2 count. Deuces all over the board. Isaac Bernard at third base, and a ground ball ripped to second. Waiting for it, it's Haslam. He'll field and fire as Mercurio's hustling. They're not going to get there in time. Freedom score again. Make it 3 straight frames in which they've scored at least one. They lead the Joliet Slammers 5-3 with the home team coming to the plate, sending Bragg, Haslam, and Bordner. They're 6, 7, 8 to the plate next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Where they can meet other families who live, work, and play in their community. They're looking for the YMCA.
It's not just a truck. It's a way of life. It's who you are. It's proud, free, wild. It's a brotherhood. The Brotherhood of Tacoma. For over 50 years, Toyota has built the best, most durable, go anywhere, do anything trucks money can buy. That's the Toyota Tacoma. The truck that feels like it was built for you. Because it is. Built in the USA. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Find out more at your Toyota dealer or buy at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Bored? Looking for something different and exciting to do? Come to Full Throttle Indoor Karting and experience pure racing exhilaration. 40 miles per hour on huge indoor tracks. That'll do it. Full Throttle Indoor Karting has something for almost everyone. Check it out at GoFullThrottle.com. Come alone or bring your friends. With 2 locations, Springdale near Dave & Buster's and Florence just off the Turfway exit. We're close by. Full Throttle Indoor Karting. GoFullThrottle.com.
Right now at Fazoli's, get the $5 lunch. Pick 2 Fazoli's favorites, like our fettuccine Alfredo and a side Caesar salad. Or get lasagna with meat sauce and a slice of pepperoni pizza, plus a drink, all for $5. That's right, just $5. Choose from over 450 tasty combinations and get our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks when you dine in. Make plans to enjoy the $5 lunch at Fazoli's today. Fazoli's, life is better with breadsticks. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Freedom in front by 2. 5-3 is your score. Daniel Williams will square off with Harrison Bragg. Man who is 1 for 1 with a stand-up double that came with 2 outs. The Slammers have been at their absolute best offensively today with 2 outs. Still the only time in which they've gotten hit at all tonight. They lined up 4 of them in a 3-run third. First pitch swinging and a hard ground ball fouled off the third base side. Takes a bounce off the railing in front of the Freedom dugout. Rolling dangerously close to the field of play. So Ryan Mordecai turns it into a souvenir, going around the back with it. Into a horde of children on that left field side. Good breaking ball, check swing. Did he go around? They will appeal down, and yes, is the call. Williams into the windup. Throws a breaking ball past him. 1-2. So ruling that he did not go around. Got a late look. Had to go off my own assumptions, and I was wrong. So 1-2 now. Williams ahead of Bragg. And into the windup. Fastball is going to miss below the knees. Even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Righty rocks and fires. Hard shot down the line and left, but this will twist foul. At home run distance, but to the left of the foul pole. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. To the former Southern Illinois minor, turned Joliet Slammer Harrison Bragg. Fastball brushes him back. Now a full count. Williams gets the one he wants from Jackson Pritchard, who will set up in, and the payoff is thrown past Bragg, goes upstairs, gets a swing and a miss. Good start to inning number 4. 4th strikeout of the night for Daniel Williams. After falling behind, fights all the way back. Brings up Ridge Ho'opi Haslam with nobody on and 1 out. A quick look at the Frontier League scoreboard would tell us that the Freedom would be wise to find a way to win this one tonight. Both Evansville and Southern, both way out in front of respective East Division teams, as a line drive is torched, fouled on the third base line. 0-1, Williams ahead of Ho'opi Haslam, who popped out his first time up. Both games in the bottom of the 6th. Southern in front of Windy City 6-0. Evansville in front of the Boomers, the next team the Freedom will play, 5-0. Breaking ball swung on and missed, a one-handed swing. Not a good one, but a good result. 0-2. The only other game going on tonight outside the one you're listening to, Lake Erie and Washington, an all East Division matchup, and it's the Wild Things 2-1. Ground ball bounced foul, the third base side. Keeps the count right where it is, no balls and 2 strikes. On Ridge, Ho'opi Haslam. Lake Erie and Washington in the top of the 8th. Almost through that one. 0-2 from Williams. See you later. Called strike 3 on the outside black. Back-to-back frames in which Dan has struck out the first 2 men he's faced. Let's hope that's all that's similar about these last 2 innings. It was after the second of back-to-back strikeouts in the 3rd inning that London Lindley, who comes to the plate 4 batters from now, got himself a single. Riley Crane singled, then the 3-run shot. Then it was the double before the 3rd out was found in the inning. See if Daniel Williams can make the adjustment here. First pitch swinging. Tyler Bordner hits a chopper to third base. Pintor on a backhand. Going to showcase his gun to first, but it was well foul. Luis just wants to make a play. There hasn't been a single ground ball to the man playing the 5 spot. So he wanted to stay loose there. Williams into the windup in the 0-1 to Bordner's. Chop to short. Wobrock a couple of steps in. Gloves the high hop. Easy toss across the diamond. And there you have it. Poetry in motion again, this time on the defensive side. Daniel Williams finds his second 1-2-3 inning tonight. Strikes out the first 2 men he faces before the easy 6-3 putout. Retires the side in order for the Joliet Slammers. We move to the 5th. Still Freedom by 2, 5-3 on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2. Quality at a price you can afford.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmers market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family. And you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
Tyler Jones' professional debut has come to an end after 4. Jeff Isom choosing to bring in the right-hander, Albert West, out of New Rochelle, New York. Played NAIA baseball at Lee University, and another rookie won. We'll have a tough hitter to face first. Here in the top of inning number 5, Freedom in front 5-3 is Ricky Ramirez Jr. Steps to the plate. West into the windup, and a fastball is going to miss above the belt. 1-0 to Ricky Ramirez Jr. Righty deals again, fouled straight back to the screen. 1-1. Ricky's hit the ball hard both times tonight. 1 for 2, lined out to first base his last time up. It was a good play by Dash Winningham. It went into a slide to his glove side. He squeezed the linea. Change of pace, pulled the string. And Ricky was way out in front. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes to the man who rounds out the heart of the Freedom batting order here tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed, got him swinging again. Trying to place the tag was the catcher, Pereira. Must not have got it swiped, so he has to throw to first, but the strikeout will be completed as Luis Pintor comes up with 1 out, nobody on. Couple of good off-speed pitches there. Albert. Luis Pintor watches a first pitch fastball. That's called a strike. Luis didn't like the call. Albert winds and fires the 0-1. Throws it past a swinging Pintor. He's now behind 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Bill the helmet high for ball 1. Final line for Tyler Jones today. Went 4 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, no walks, 4 strikeouts. And a check swing at a high fastball at 91 miles an hour, but did not go around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. An even count with Luis. Albert rocks and fires. Fastball lifted in the air to center. A couple of steps and a late adjustment to the left for London Lindley. Easy out. F8. 2 dead.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Jackson Pritchard.
See if old Jackson Pritchard can find his way aboard after 2 quick outs here in inning number 5. The Freedom have scored in 3 straight. I'd like to see him continue that trend. First pitch fastball at the shoe tops. 1-0. Fastball is going to miss out. Pritchard's in a good hitter's count. Can pick out his pitch here. (2-0) pitch. The first strike. Fastball finds the outer edge. I don't hate that take there. That's a pitcher's strike. Now the 2-1 from the right-hander. Pulled the string and got a swing and a miss. Osby's been tough to handle for the Freedom here in the 5th. Deuces all over the board. The Freedom have not been retired in order all night. They won't on this pitch. Just below the knees. with the changeup. The count moves full. Pritchard 0 for 2. Catcher sets up in, and the payoff misses up. So Jackson will work himself a walk. Give the Freedom a base runner with 2 outs to bring up Brandon Pugh, who struck out his last time up, but laced a seed into the gap in left center in AB number 1 before coming around to score one batter later when Taylor Bryant dropped a single to right. That was back in the 2-run Freedom second. Florence added 2 more in the third for those just tuning in or got to it late. 1 more for good measure in the fourth. Lead the Joliet Slammers 5-3. First pitch ties them up. Fastball. Got in on the hands. 0-1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses in, and the hose to second. Not going to be in time. Jackson Pritchard a headfirst dive and safe at second. As the Freedom love stealing those bases. Nobody has had more success stealing bags this season than your Florence Freedom. 73rd stolen base on the season. One and 1 to Pugh. Make it 1-2. It's a fastball. Again, tied him up on the inner half. The Evansville Otters have the second most stolen bases, and I don't know what's gone on in their game besides the fact they're winning 5-0 over Schaumburg. To know if they stole a base or not tonight. But coming into play tonight, the Freedom with 72 stolen bags, 12 stolen bases ahead of the next best team. Pritchard in his position is a 1-2 thrown to Brandon Pugh that's going to ring him up. Good breaking ball. Albert West has good off speed, and he showed it time and time again in that top of the 5th. So the Freedom will break that streak of scoring in innings, but still hold on to a 2-run lead, 5-3 over Joliet, who will come to the plate. Bottom 5 next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
It's time for the Chili's Hot Seat promotion. One lucky fan in attendance is going home with $10 in Chili's money.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Two hitters due up for the Joliet Slammers, starting with LJ Kalawaya. As we move into the onto a tall mound like that, has injury written all over it. Able to avoid that here. But just something to think about. As LJ Kalawaya is in an 0-1 count. Make it 1-1 as a fastball misses at the chest. Kalawaya 0 for 1, 1 of 5 strikeout victims tonight for Daniel Williams. Fastball stays upstairs here. And Jackson Pritchard's going to trot out and have a quick word with the relatively recently signed Daniel Williams. Just his third start of the season tonight. His first two went marvelous. Both quality efforts. Enters tonight 1-0 with an ERA that was under 3. Joliet getting all 3 of their runs in one big bottom of the third. Got a 3-run shot from Chaz Meadows in that inning. Made it a 1-run game at the time before the Freedom added 1 more run in the 4th. Pop fly on the infield, back behind home plate. This is going to carry into the seats. 2 balls and 2 strikes now, the new count on LJ Kalawaya. Leading off the bottom of the 5th in a 2-run game. My mom texting me in that the signal's not good tonight. Hate to hear that. Hearing there's a lot of buffering, signal coming in and out. I do apologize for it. We'll try everything I can to bring that to an end. Fastball got in on the hands, popped up out of play behind home plate again by Kalawaya, who continues to fight in a 2-2 count. Thinking it could be the fact that the radio booth here at DuPage Medical Group Field, more indoors, behind windows. In the press box we had all the success with at UC Health Stadium. Line drive into center, but Andre Mercurio read this perfectly off the bat, as he so often does, in the power alley in left center. The soon-to-be all-star center fielder, in my opinion, makes the catch, retires Kalawaya 0-1. Really, if you're not going to vote for Andre Mercurio this season, I would have words with you. Mercurio, Connor Crane, Luis Pintor, Austin Wobrock, position players on the all-star ballots, as is Mike Galino, who we know is listening at home. Breaking ball crosses for a called strike to London Lindley, the leadoff man. He'll swing and hit a chopper to short. Wobrock plays it on a backhand, has to get rid of it quickly as Lindley can fly. But Austin had enough on the throw. 6-3 for out number 2.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 5, Riley Crane.
5 Freedom pitchers on the ballot as well. Essentially all their starters. Closer Jonathan Tripp. Starters being Tyler Gibson, Frank Valentino, Mike Castellani. It's Jonathan Tripp, and also Carl Craigie, the setup man. Southpaw, fastball, chasing, coming up Indy. Riley Crane's down 0-1. Daniel Williams, the 0-1. Not a bad spot. Doesn't get the call. Maybe below the knees. So it's 1-1 now to the DH Crane. Fastball on the outer third. 1-2, Williams back in front. Again, looking like he took a little off. Just for that precision accuracy on the outside black. Now the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, looped into shallow left field. Pugh sprinting in, will reach up and make the catch for out number 3. So Daniel Williams has figured it out. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. He's got 3 of those tonight. And the Freedom will come back to the plate, already in front by 2, 5-3, as we move into the 6th next at DuPage Medical Group Field.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Rohr Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Rohr at Rohr Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Rohr Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to rohrins.com. Call Alvin Rohr. Call the Rohr Agency today.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company. Wes Albert back to the bump. He'll try to make it 2 innings of relief tonight. Starting with Taylor Bryant, who steps to the plate. Top 6, 5-3, your score. Freedom in front of the Joliet Slammers here in game 1. First pitch, big swing and ending up on a knee in the right-handed box. Taylor Bryant came up empty, falls behind 0-1. Righty into the windup. Misses way upstairs. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike on Bryant. Good night for the OBP. For the man hitting in the 9-hole. RBI single his first time up. Got hit by a pitch and scored a run his last time. He'll lay off a tough pitch that'll just miss off the outer third. As the count moves in Taylor's favor, 2-1. Back-to-back balls from the right-hander Wes Albert. Righty rocks and fires, and that fastball is above the belt. Make it 3-1 quickly to Taylor Bryant. The 3-1 pitch on the way. Make it 3-2. Fastball right on the outer black. Albert with a 3 ERA even. Coming into this relief appearance tonight. This is his 8th appearance. The breaking ball is fouled off with plenty of air underneath it off the right side. Another payoff pitch will be upcoming. No decisions, win or loss for Albert so far this season. Opponents hitting just .231 against him. He has spanned now 16 innings in relief, with his 1 already in the bag tonight. It was the only inning in which the Freedom did not get a hit. Just a fun fact. Another 3-2 on the way to Bryant. Fastball. He'll lean and hit this hard down the line in right field. This one's going to fall, but out of play and foul. Boy, that just tells you the strength of one Taylor Bryant. Looked to be fooled on the pitch. Also looked to one-hand it. And he hit it about 330 feet to the opposite field. Another payoff pitch on the way from Wes Albert. Here it is. Fly ball to right. Some carry, but not going to be enough. As Tyler Bordner camps and makes the catch to retire Bryant for out number 1 in the visitor side of the 6th.
The designated hitter number 11, Isaac Bernard.
Back to the top, and Isaac Bernard did a good job ending the skid early in this game after back-to-back strikeouts in his first 2 plate appearances. Roped a single. on a well-executed hit and run. Fastball is going to miss low. To start Bernard 1-0. It was a beautiful evening for baseball. And quickly becoming a beautiful night for it. Fastball on the outside edge. Evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Game time temperatures were 85 degrees. It's cooling off a little bit. Not a cloud in the sky. Very still night in Joliet, Illinois. Fastball is going to find the outside edge as Bernard falls behind 1-2. Righty rocks into the windup in the 1-2 pitch. Line drive to right field. Bordner in his tracks will squeeze this liner for out number 2. Bernard hit that one on the button. But Bordner had him played perfectly. 2 quick outs. Here's Austin Wobrock. We've seen Caleb Lopez make all 3 plays defensively for the Freedom once tonight. Can Tyler Bordner for Joliet here in the 6th. Fastball 0-1. Wobrock behind in the count. The grizzled veteran Austin Wobrock at the plate. One veteran on the Freedom 24-man roster. 0-1. Good take. 1-1. So it must have missed low. Austin's been productive again tonight. Singled his first time up. Got an RBI and a safety squeeze in the 4th inning. Fastball is going to miss too far in. After falling behind, it's now Wobrock in front. 2 balls and 1 strike. There are 2 outs. Nobody on. Pitch. 1 hop shot to second. Whoopi Haslam to a knee to body it up. That's a 1-2-3 inning for the Freedom. They did hit the ball hard a couple of times. Nothing to show for it again. And it's the bottom of the 6th next. In a 5-3 game, the Freedom lead at Joliet.
All right, Slammers fans, let's get loud. It's time for the...
Are you craving the crispiness of Donato's pizza and the creaminess of Witt's custard? Visit a one-stop shop for both cravings in Independence, Kentucky. Haven't had the chance to try Witt's yet? Well, you're in luck. Stop by the First Baseline concessions and get a scoop of made fresh daily Witt's custard today. Donato's Pizza and Witt's Custard of Independence are proud supporters of Tasty Za, delicious desserts, and Florence Freedom Baseball. Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassidon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
With one more shutout inning on the bump, Daniel Williams will make it a perfect 3 for 3 in quality starts to open his professional career. Here with the Florence Freedom. Will be easier said than done, however, as he will face the heart of this Joliet Slammers batting order, beginning with the guy who took him deep for a 3-run shot his last time up, Chaz Meadows, digging in now. 5-3 game. Freedom in front by 2 over the Joliet Slammers in the bottom of the 6th. The right-hander wields and fires a fastball that's fouled straight back to the screen as Meadows falls behind 0-1. These Freedom pitchers like to be stubborn. It was first pitch swinging for Meadows on a fastball in his last at bat that got him the 3-run shot. He went up there looking to jump on the heat again and got it again. Couldn't straighten it out. Now he's behind in the count 0-2 as Williams spots off speed on the outside edge. We'll go to the rosin bag. Trying to exact a little revenge on the guy who gave the Slammers all 3 runs on one swing of the bat his last time up. Breaking ball misses down and away. Not a bad idea on the waste pitch, but Meadows disciplined here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In one way, you could say Meadows got his revenge with that 3-run shot as Dan Williams struck him out for his first strikeout of the night in the first. Fastball in on the hands, popped up, foul ground, first base side, and this will find the grassy berm here in Joliet. Still 1-2. Chaz Meadows. Righty rocks into the windup. Breaking ball rolled over to short. Wobrock. Quick exchange. And 6-3 to retire Meadows. Freedom getting the opportunity to take on last place teams in their respective divisions in back-to-back series. They already laid waste to the Gateway Grizzlies, sweeping all 4 games of that wraparound set. Would like to have something similar happen, taking on the last place team in the East for 3 starting tonight. Fastball is going to miss upstairs to Dash Winningham, who followed that 3-run shot from Meadows with a double, but he'd be stranded there in that 3-run third. 1-0 pitch, late swing, 1-1. Williams into the windup, and the 1-1 to Winningham. Elevated and fouled straight back to the screen. So Williams takes the edge again, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Winningham got off to a pretty solid start with the Windy City Thunderbolts, but he's been struggling since coming over to Joliet. Here's a chopper to second. Caleb Lopez waits on a 3rd hop. He has all day to throw it to first to complete the 4-3 putout. 2 quick outs for Daniel Williams, who's had no problem finding the first 2 innings tonight.
Number 32, Brian Pereira.
Joliet's been difficult with Slammers with 5 hits tonight after getting the 2nd out in the inning. Fastball finds the outside edge. Brian Pereira, the catcher for the Slammers, behind 0-1. Dan's looked to put that in the rearview mirror, however, because he's retired the side each of his last 2 frames, and he's on his way to do that again. His fastball is going to miss down for ball 1, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to Pereira, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs to Lopez. Righty deals, chop to first. Backhand play by Taylor Bryant. He'll throw to Daniel Williams, who didn't look it into the mitt. Ball now rolling back towards home plate where Jackson Pritchard will collect. That'll be the first Freedom error tonight. Each team now with 1 miscue defensively, and it will extend the inning here in the 6th.
Number 23, Harrison Bragg.
I'm interested to see who the error goes to there. If they're going to say it was a bad throw or if Williams should have caught it. I can make the argument on both ends. New hitter is Harrison Bragg. He's got a double tonight. Here's a line smash to center. Mercurio, a late adjustment in. And the all-world center fielder will haul this one in for out number 3. So Pereira reaches on the first Freedom miscue, but Daniel Williams minimizes it. Gets the very next hitter out on the very next pitch, and he will have himself a third quality start. He might be back out for 7, but if he's not, he's a perfect 3 for 3 in quality outings since becoming a Florence Freedom pitcher about 2 weeks ago. You're listening to the Freedom and the Slammers on Florence's broadcasting network. You belong at Citi. We are now hiring customer service agents to join the team at our Florence, Kentucky Customer Contact Center. Working at Citi certainly has its perks: tuition reimbursement, great pay, business casual dress code, and benefits day one. To discover a career at Citi and join our remarkable team, visit jobs.citi.com/Florence. That is jobs.citi.com/Florence. Citi is an equal opportunity employer.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg, proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs: sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
When your truck is broken down, where do you turn for extensive repairs at a reasonable cost? Look no further than Taylor Truck and Auto Repair. We pride ourselves on being the premier source for truck and auto servicing in the area. In addition to our quality work, we offer 24-hour road assistance and towing for large trucks and automobiles. We can also perform work on RVs. We're located 2 minutes off the Mount Zion Road or Richwood Road exits on Dixie Highway in Walton, Kentucky. Taylor Truck and Auto Repair. Call 859-918-6122.
Part of the Freedom Order due up. Top 7. Caleb Lopez digs in as Wes Albert makes it 3 innings of relief tonight behind Tyler Jones, who made his professional debut. First pitch swinging high, fly ball deep left center field. This one's back at the track. This one's gone. Caleb Lopez will touch them all. His 3rd big fly of the season and 2nd in 3 days has given the Freedom a 6-3 lead.
Now batting center fielder number 2, Andre Mercurio.
No doubt about that. Lopez got every bit of that Wes Albert fastball and hit it a long way to the power alley in left center field. Andre Mercurio will dig in next. See if he looks to ambush early in the count like Lopez. Albert rocks and fires. No, Mercurio's going to bunt, but it goes foul. So Caleb Lopez got his first home run. I'm going completely off memory here. I can pull the game notes up to help. I believe it was the 4th series of the season. That Evansville Otters series at historic Bosse Field. Maybe 3rd. Didn't get his 2nd homer until 3 nights ago, but now number 3 2 days later. Fastball's fouled off the first base side. Mercurio down 0-2. It's been coming for Caleb, though. It has certainly been coming. Contact's been excellent all season. Starting to work out for him with more regularity. Good off-speed pitch. Nasty as Mercurio was fooled. Tried to protect but didn't touch it as he's down on strikes. And all business as he makes his way back, trudging into the Freedom third base dugout. Mad at himself. After the K, that's out number 1 in the top of the 7th. Ricky Ramirez Jr., the next man in line. 1 for 3 tonight. Albert starts him with a fastball. Good pop. 91 on the radar gun, but off the outer third for ball 1. Righty into the windup and a fastball stroke to center. That's going to be another well-struck single for Ricky Ramirez to bring up Luis Pintor.
Third baseman number 7, Luis Pintor.
1 out and a runner at first base. Already 1 run in on Caleb Lopez's 3rd round tripper of the season. Pintor is working on a multi-hit game. 2 for 3 tonight with an RBI. Albert checks on Ramirez at first, but to no avail. Ricky's back in there. Pintor singled in his first 2 at-bats, getting that RBI with his second one-bagger. Big lead at first. But Ricky making his way back to the bag as Albert stepped off and looked over. Righty set up against the belt. Long pause from the set. Couple of nods at first. Now a slide step home and a fastball that nearly beams Luis Pintor, who I believe was granted time before the pitch, but Mike Fichter unable to signal that time had been granted before the pitch was thrown. Either that or Mike Fichter was going to try to get a better look at the strike zone from standing behind Luis Pintor on that pitch. Righty set and deals a fastball. That'll be a strike on the outside black. 0-1. The Freedom third baseman. Slide step and a changeup way out in front. You could see it. Luis Pintor thinking fastball. That nasty changeup from Wes Albert rears its ugly head again as the count moves to 0-2. Luis now with 11 multi-hit games in 2019. That's the most on the club. 1 ahead of Isaac Bernard, who's got 1 hit tonight and could tie him with a single in the later innings. Time called in the box as Luis steps out. We'll readjust the batting gloves and dig right back in. Ricky no more than a couple feet off first base, but increasing that lead now. But Albert set. Line drive, trouble in right center field. Luis hit this on the screws, and it's going to one-hop off the base of the wall. Ricky is going to round third base, nearly loses a tire, but able to keep his balance as he crosses home plate. Luis standing at second with a stand-up double. Another RBI tonight for Pintor. 2 for him in this opener. And the Freedom now in front, 7-3.
Now batting catcher number 9, Jackson Pritchard.
Jay Pritch to come to the plate next. Not a confirmed nickname, but it just kind of came to me. Pretty creative, right? First initial and half the last name. Runner at second, just 1 out and a wheel move, no throw from Wes Albert. Worried about Pintor, who does lead this Freedom club in stolen bases. Righty set at the belt, staring at Luis, now picking up his catcher and firing home. A fastball that's going to miss in. 1-0, Jackson ahead. Pitch on the way, and it's a glorified pitch out. Up and out. 2-0. Two runs across on the visitor side of the 7th for the Freedom. A Caleb Lopez homer and a Luis Pintor two-bagger that plated Ricky Ramirez Jr., who singled one batter before him. That's going to be a strike. Fastball on the outside edge. 2-1. Pritchard 0 for 2 with a walk. A fielder's choice and a ground out to short. Does have a stolen base after walking back in the 5th. 2-1, up and in. 3-1. It's Wes Albert. Maybe a little bit for the Freedom success here in the 7th. Albert was able to keep the Freedom at bay in back-to-back innings in the 5th and 6th. Picked up a couple of strikeouts. Fastball is fouled back to the netting. We'll make it a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes with Pritchard. But 3 more base knocks, 2 more extra base hits for the Freedom here in the 7th. They've officially gotten to the right-hander. Albert sets at the belt. Lopez off to a huge lead at second. And time called in the box. Ridge Hopi Haslam, as you can see on our live stream, is starting to kind of creep her step towards that bag. Would not be surprised to see Albert wheel and fire at some point, but not here, and he's not going to find the strike zone either. Fastball misses down and away. Pritchard aboard. His second walk tonight. And the plot thickens for the Joliet Slammers. In trouble in inning number 7. 1 out, runners at first and second. And Brandon Pugh to the plate. I always find it hilarious when umpires go out to brush off home plate on all turf fields. I do realize the black pellets might start to take their toll. But no dirt around home plate. Still see the white pretty clearly, but Mike Fichter out to brush it off a moment ago. Here's a line smash to left field. This is going to take a hop. Dennis is going to wave Luis Pintor home. Hose to the plate, well blocked up. And out is Luis, who has not gotten up yet, and now rolls a few times as he's slow to get to his feet. He'll be out number 2. Dennis Pelfrey not happy with the call. Arguing with Mike Fichter, who was the one umpire to eject Dennis Pelfrey this season. Luis seems to be okay. Trainer Tim Murray walking with him stride for stride as they both go back into the dugout. I've seen enough injuries at home plate to last me a lifetime. After yesterday's horrific injury to Mike Galino, good to see Luis get up, appear to be okay. So that was not the case yesterday. Prayer's still out for the Galinos. Mike in particular, as Dennis is continuing to argue with Mike Fichter. I thought the plate was blocked up. The throw certainly beat him. Maybe Dennis arguing that he wasn't allowed to block up the plate as much as he was. Really was nowhere for Luis to go, who's entitled to the baseline. You can't truck the catcher in the Frontier League. It's a good job behind home plate by Brian Pereira also to act like the throw wasn't coming in from left field when it was. Throw took one bounce. Pereira was able to seal the decoy. Squeezed it, had the plate blocked up. Pintor out number 2 at home. Score is 7-3. as the Joliet Slammers will go to their bullpen again. Jeff Isom making a pitching change as Dennis Pelfrey was out to argue with Mike Fichter. The new hurler is going to be Mitch McIntyre, the 6'3", 190-pound right-hander out of my birth town, Wichita, Kansas. A rookie, too, in his first season with the Slammers, last playing professionally in the Milwaukee Brewers organization with their rookie affiliate out in Arizona. McIntyre will face Taylor Bryant. Should he reach Isaac Bernard as the lineup rolls over. Another line smash base hit for Brandon Pugh tonight. Gets him a pair of those. His first one split the gap in left center for a double. This one, he was able to take second on the throw home. But a single the way it scored. Runners will be at second and third for the Florence Freedom here. 2 runs already in, now 2 outs. Good time to bring you back into the broadcast booth here in Joliet. Welcome inside DuPage Medical Group Field. Good one tonight. Freedom continuing to roll, looking for win number 7 in a row. If they can find it, they have a new season-high winning streak. That'll never get old. The West Division certainly, from top to bottom, the more complete division in all of the Frontier League. Not a whole lot of breathing room now from 2nd through 4th place in the West. But the Freedom is ridiculously well as they're playing. Now some breathing room in 1st place. Entering tonight 4 games ahead of the Southern Illinois Miners, who sit in 2nd. First pitch on the way from McIntyre to Taylor Bryant. Sweeping breaking ball that lands on the outside edge. Count is 0-1 to the 9-hole hitter. 2 ducks on the pond, both in scoring position. Freedom in front by 4, 7-3, but could really blow it open. Breaking ball, and it's bodied up, but rolling up the third base line, trying to scamper home, and safe is Jackson Pritchard. Would not have been if he didn't take off immediately. If you hesitate even ever so slightly on a play like that, it's an out every time. But he went as soon as he saw that dirt ball skip towards the Freedom third base dugout. Brian Pereira got to it quickly. It was a bang-bang play at home plate, as you saw, but Pritchard with the feet-first slide, able to score. Pugh moves up 90 feet himself. That'll work. Now an 8-3 game. Still 1 more to cash in, just 90 feet away. But Florence suddenly up 5. Top 7. Fastball for McIntyre. Gonna miss in. Two balls and 1 strike to Taylor Bryant. Big breaking ball. It's been his best pitch tonight. He spotted on the outside corner twice now. There's just not a whole lot you can do with it. Deuce is all over the board. Righty sets just above the belt, third base side of the rubber, and a fastball. Boy, daring take, but 3-2 will be the count. A smart take, as it turns out. Payoff pitch upcoming for Taylor Bryant, who's got the guts of a burglar up there. Righty deals the payoff, and it about hits him. Bryant's already worn 1 tonight. This one does not graze the jersey, but it won't matter. He'll still take first base. Ball 4. The result of the pitch. And Isaac Bernard will come to the plate as the Freedom do send their leadoff man back up for a 5th time here in the opening game of a midweek 3-game set with the Joliet Slammers, who are 13-26. Almost exactly the opposite record of the Freedom, who have played 1 less game, but have won 26 to 12 losses. Best record in all of the Frontier League. Certainly in the West Division. First pitch on the way to Bernard. It's the fastball on the outer third. Called strike one. Bernard, bad luck his last time up. Almost hit it through the right fielder, Tyler Bordner. Sweeping breaking ball is going to find the inside edge. It's the same part of the plate. He's located that pitch now 3 times in this frame. But the first time he's thrown it to a lefty, where it was a back foot breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes to Isaac Bernard. And here's the pitch as Bryant takes off. Swung on and fouled off. Slowly rolling back to the backstop. Count won't budge. It remains 0-2 to Bernard, who's got 1 single tonight. Is 1 for 4. McIntyre sets. Bryant fake steals and a line shot foul off the bat of Bernard. McIntyre gets the one he wants from Pereira, who sets up out. Bryant will take off this time, and Bernard will make him go back again as he fouls off another. Back to the screen. Good offensive night for the Freedom. 8 runs across. They've scored in 4 of the first 7 innings. McIntyre deals and fires. He'll miss upstairs, eye level. And Taylor Bryant trying to induce a rundown, but Joliet just going to let him take second. He tried to stay in between first and second, but the catcher, Brian Pereira, just gave it back to the pitcher. Always an interesting play. But they're a lot more concerned about seeing the Freedom scratch one more run across. They'll let Taylor take second. Result of the pitch missed out at the eyes. So the count's 1-2 now with Isaac. Here is the 1-2. Good breaking ball, check swing. It skips away. Was it fouled off? They're going to obviously say it was. Otherwise, that would be about as easy a play to score from a third on as I've ever seen. Somehow, that turf-ridden breaking ball that drew the check swing for Bernard touched his bat. So forget the run that scores. They won't even get the ball for it. It's another strike as the count remains 1-2. Mitch McIntyre comes to a consensus. Pereira sets up in. Fastball called strike 3. It'll be the hat trick tonight for Isaac Bernard. This one looking his first of that variety in the trio. So we'll move to the 7th inning stretch. Freedom adding a couple more runs to the ledger. Caleb Lopez, the big blast to left center. And then the RBI double from Luis Pintor, who's got 2 ribbies and 3 hits tonight as the Freedom lead by 5 in Joliet, Illinois.
The exciting new 2018 Toyota Camry is here. With more power, more innovation, and the most advanced safety features standard. Camry's jaw-dropping designs include the premium XLE with everything at your command, and the sporty, aggressive XSE. 19-inch wheels, dual exhaust with quad chrome tips. The car you've been waiting for is here. For all Toyota offers, see your Toyota dealer or go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Why should you choose City Barbecue Catering?
I did a wedding tasting for City Barbecue Catering. Going with them for my wedding was a no-brainer. Their full-service catering left us with nothing to worry about. They took care of everything.
I fed 20 people, and man, people went to town on that beef brisket.
Thanks to the service and great food, this night was great.
The food was unbelievable. My fiance and I were so proud to serve this meal to our friends.
Visit one of City Barbecue's 5 area locations or order from the catering menu at citybbq.com.
BJ's Restaurant and Brew House has been serving up a one-of-a-kind brew house experience for 40 years. With over 120 menu items to choose from, featuring their California spin on Chicago-style deep dish pizza, specialty entrees, salads, loaded burgers, enlightened entrees, as well as the world-famous Pizookie dessert, and award-winning handcrafted beers, they obsess over bringing you nothing but good times. Don't wait. Come into BJ's Restaurant and Brew House today. Thirteen Freedom hits tonight have led to 8 runs, and they're all over the Joliet Slammers 8-3. As we move into the bottom of the 7th, Daniel Williams will come back out for his 7th inning of work. He's been as good as advertised again tonight. In start number 3, already a quality start under his belt. But he'll risk it, coming back out for inning number 7. First pitch, fastball brushes Ridge Ho'opi Haslam back. It's the 7-8-9 due up for Jeff Isom Slammers, beginning with their second baseman. Ho'opi is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out his last time up. Williams still sitting K's this evening as he skips a breaking ball that'll roll back towards the screen. Quickly 2-0. And Pritchard chasing after his right-hander. To offer a quick word of encouragement, maybe put together the plan of attack as they want to battle back from 2-0. Facing the bottom third of the Slammers lineup here in inning number 7. Not a bad pitch, but it's going to miss outside. 3 straight, wide of the mark for the right-hander Williams, who will try to fight all the way back from 3-0. Good start. Fastball at the knees, inner half. Quick shake. But now a consensus. Wheeling and firing, and ball 4. A 5-pitch walk will start the Joliet side of inning number 7 as Ho'opi Haslam reaches.
Now batting right fielder number 17.
First walk of the night for Daniel Williams, who almost never does it. In fact, that's his first walk as a Freedom pitcher. Put up goose eggs in that column in each of his first 2 starts. He'll pick to first. But back safely as Ho'opi Haslam without a tag. Righty lowers the hand, sees Ho'opi Haslam take off, pop up on the infield. Ridge will have to hurry back to first. This ball's on the way down. Pintor is going to make the call on the catch, and he won't risk the throw to first base. That ball had more hang time than I thought it did. Ridge back in at first base, had to slide feet first.
Now batting left fielder number 9.
Very close to an unconventional double play. As Ridge tried to steal second, but Tyler Bordner popped out on the first pitch he saw to bring up LJ Kalawaya. 1 out. Kalawaya, the 9-hole man. Williams starts in with some heat and well spotted on the outer edge. Pritchard sets up out for the 0-1. Hard ground ball back up the box. Wobrock to the glove hand. Digs it out of the turf. Steps on second. And a more conventional double play here. 6-3 in the first double play tonight for the Freedom. And Daniel Williams will pitch around that leadoff walk, ending up facing the minimum. And look forward to facing the 1-2-3 in the 8th as we move to the top of the 8th with the Freedom sitting to the plate. They're 2-3-4 next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we inspire students to think beyond the classroom and redraw the bounds of what's possible for their future. Students are prepared for what it takes to succeed in their careers and in life. Nearly 99% of those who earn a degree from the Mount are employed, going to grad school, or volunteering within 6 months of graduating. This reflects the career certainty that comes from an education at the Mount. Connect with us today by visiting msj.edu.
Nothing like Chick-fil-A Chicken Minis to start my day off, right? The food is always hot and served with a smile.
I love Chick-fil-A breakfast, served daily until 10:30 a.m.
I spend my mornings at Chick-fil-A and my nights with the Florence Freedom for the perfect summer day. Let freedom ring.
Chick-fil-A Fort Wright, Houston Road, and Mall Road are proud to sponsor Florence Freedom Baseball this season. So come on in today. Quit stalling.
Looking for a career change? Opportunities knocking. Beckfield College can guide you into a career direction including healthcare, nursing. You can even get your business degree. Call Beckfield today and train to get the skills you need to be a medical assistant, LPN, RN, BSN, or get on the path to a business career. Opportunity is knocking. Classes start soon. Get to beckfield.edu or call 866-961-9393. That's 866-961-9393.
Freedom nearly batted around in the 7th. They sent 8 men to the plate in the frame. So they will start with their 2-3-4 here in inning number 8. All over Joliet by 5. 8-3 your score. Now the late stages. So we're at the top of the 8th frame. Mitch McIntyre back out for his 2nd inning of relief. And first pitch swinging a bouncer towards second. Whoopi Haslam will underhand it to his first baseman Dash Winningham to retire Wobrock. 4-3 for out number 1. Caleb Lopez making his way to the plate. He touched them all his last time up. 3-hole mans in a power surge. 2 blasts in the last 3 Freedom games. A solo shot that led off the 7th. Got that dinger off Wes Albert. Here's another big shot to center. Long way away from home plate, but it's 400 feet to straightaway center, and on the warning track, it'll be hauled in by London Lindley. Just the wrong part of the park. Back-to-back batters going after that first pearl for Mitch McIntyre, who's got 2 outs, throwing 2 pitches here in inning number 8. Andre Mercurio will try to extend the inning. He'll see some pitches. Richie takes the first 2. It'll depend on where the first one, whether or not it's a strike, most likely. But I can guarantee he'll take another here now. So the fastball misses outside, 1-0. McIntyre comes to a quick agreement with Pereira and will bury a fastball as the count moves to 2-0. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking, it's about to be 3 straight takes from Mercurio. Pitcher's made it easy on him, failing to find the zone with either of the first 2 offerings. 2-0, 3-0. Fastball misses off the edge, outer half. See if McIntyre can find the zone when he knows Mercurio's taking. Yes, he can. Fastball at 88, splits the plate. 2 balls and a strike. 3 balls and a strike, excuse me. Righty deals. Ball 4. Looked to have the corner, but it was below the knees. A good take, a good at bat, and a good result for Andre Mercurio, who works a walk, making Mitch McIntyre throw some pitches after all. After 2 pitches, had him 2 outs in this inning. He'll now have a runner at first and a pressure pitch or 2 to throw at Ricky Ramirez Jr., knowing Mercurio very well could take off for second. Ricky a 2-hit night. Doesn't have an RBI, but he has scored 2 runs. First pitch. Breaking ball too far in. McIntyre readies, and the 1-0 sails wide of the mark. Sometimes the last thing a pitcher wants to do is find 2 quick outs, or even just find the first 2 outs. Things get tough from there, as McIntyre is proving. Another fastball is going to miss off the outside edge. Back-to-back 3-0 counts after 2 quick outs. Visitors' side of the 8th. No runs across yet in this frame for the Freedom. They do have Mercurio at first, and a 3-0 count on Ricky Ramirez Jr. Pitch on the way. Swung on, laced on a line to right field. This ball is going to carry over the wall. Line drive home run for Ricky Ramirez Jr. And that's why they say 2-out walks always haunt. Andre Mercurio extended the inning. Ricky Ramirez extends the lead. 10-3 now, a 7-run game and a line smash that just kept on carrying over the wall in dead right field.
Now batting third baseman number 7, Luis.
Just like that, 2 runs across in the 8th. Now 5 frames tonight, which the Freedom have scored. Dare I say, their offense keeps this up as consistently as they have over the last couple of weeks with the pitching staff we already know they have. How in the world do you beat this Freedom team? Luis Pintor is the next man up. He backs away from a first pitch fastball. McIntyre set above the belt, and the 1-0 breaker finds the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Luis puts a charge into this baseball to left center. But it's going to stay on the field of play for LJ Kalawaya, who in medium depth left center makes the catch for out number 3. So Mitch McIntyre gets 2 outs and 2 pitches, but proceeds to walk Mercurio, fall behind 3-0 on Ricky, who got the green light and crushed a 2-run shot to extend the Freedom lead to 10-3. Bottom 8 next, a 7-run game, all Freedom in Joliet.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Let's see, banks that have come and gone since 1904. Well, I know one that's not. There are a number of reasons why Stockyards Bank continues doing business today. Some of it's about sticking to the things that got them here, like personal service, banking the way it used to be. And still, they fit quite nicely in today's world. They don't charge you to use any ATMs anywhere. And if your phone's on, they're open. Get to know more about them at syb.com. Stockyards Bank and Trust Company. Trusted relationships from a trusted partner. Member FDIC.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited. family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
Freedom have downright dominated the Joliet Slammers tonight. As we move into the bottom of the 8th inning, Florence in front 10-3. They've scored in 5 different innings, closing in on 20 hits. And the Joliet Slammers have left 3 men on base with 5 hits total tonight. Here's a line smash. Look out in the 3rd row, foul ground, third base side. That was one of those dangerous foul balls off the bat of London Lindley, the leadoff man. Daniel Williams back out. He's trying to make it an 8-inning start. Leave a breaking ball up at the eyes to even the count 1-1. Fastball's a little off the plate. 2 balls and a strike now to Lindley. Williams rocks and fires a fastball that'll miss down. 3-1 to the patient Slammer leadoff hitter. Lindley's got 1 knock tonight. Fastball, that's a strike. Inner half and a full count now. Four of the Slammers' 5 hits tonight coming in that 3-run frame as the fastball's lined back to the screen. Another payoff pitch from Daniel Williams. There have only been 2 base runners for the Slammers since that 3-run frame. Fastball is going to miss above the belt. Very close to a called strike 3, but a little too high as Lindley. Second walk of Daniel Williams' Freedom career, with the second in back-to-back innings. Joliet has not gotten a hit since the 3rd. There are now 3 base runners have reached on an error by Taylor Bryant and 2 walks. Good breaking ball, check swing from Riley Crane. But he's ruled to have not gone around. A late appeal, but the call will remain ball 1. One O's popped up. Shallow center. Mercurio plays a deep center, but he'll close in on this one with no problems. Turn Crane into out number 1 as Lindley has to trot back to first for Chaz Meadows.
Now batting shortstop, number 4, Chaz Meadows.
Meadows finding his 3rd home run of the season tonight. The only swing of the bat that's produced a run for Joliet tonight. His 3-run blast. Line drive past a diving Austin Wobrock at short and into left. Brandon Pugh will field and fire. Station-to-station advancement for the Joliet Slammers, as London Lindley now stands at 2nd. Meadows at first after the single.
First baseman, number 7,
Dash Winningham will come to the plate next as Dennis Pelfrey emerges from that Freedom 3rd base dugout. And for the first time tonight, Dennis is going to call on the bullpen. They'll be looking for 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning and hoping to find him before 1 run can cross and cause Daniel Williams his 3rd quality start. Keep it locked on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Attention fans, now coming to pitch for Florence, right-hander number 3, Sean Watkins.
All across America.
Toyota is making a difference right here in America, investing $23 billion, helping create over 470,000 jobs, building over 25 million vehicles here, including Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car, one of 11 different Toyotas built in the USA, with Toyota Care 2-year no-cost maintenance included. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmers market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family. And you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name.
Do you like cheesy sliders? Well, how about deals and cheesy sliders? Because for your limited time delight, the Castle's got 2 cheese slider deals. The $4.99 combo meal for you and the shareable $7.99 sack of 10 for your crew. Try them with any cheese you please, like fiery ghost pepper. Yep, it's back. White Castle. Now that's a bold move. While supplies last, tax extra.
The Freedom bullpen has allowed just 2 earned runs in their last 23 innings. And for the first time tonight, we're about to see that bullpen as the righty Sean Watkins emerges from that third baseline in foul ground bullpen of the Florence Freedom tonight. He will inherit runners at first and second, both those runners belonging to tonight's starter Daniel Williams, whose third start of his Freedom career comes to an end after 7 1/3 innings. We cannot close his line, however, as the 2 base runners do belong to tonight's starter. Waddy has been nails in relief of late for the Freedom. Was able to pitch around a bases loaded, 1-out situation the last time he towed the slab. That was during that homestand that just wrapped up. I believe it was game 1 with the Gateway Grizzlies. First man he's facing is Dash Winningham, a tough out, the cleanup hitter for these Joliet Slammers. 10-3 is your score. He's got plenty of room for error. Breaking ball misses too far in. 1-0 to Winningham. It's been a walk and a single in this inning. Lindley at second walked. It was Meadows who singled to bring in the Freedom bullpen. And this righty Sean Watkins, here is the 1-0. Evens it up. Fastball at 88 on the inside corner. Makes the count 1-1. Watkins looking in for the sign from Jackson Pritchard. Comes set at the belt on the third base side of the rubber. And it looks like he lost the grip on off speed. Stayed up, eye level for ball 2. Watkins' numbers on the downtick in terms of ERA, now down to 4.66. He spanned 9 2/3 innings this year. This is his 10th appearance. Opponent sitting 237 off the righty, who also happened to go to Junipero Serra High School, San Mateo, California. Same high school as Andre Mercurio, his teammate. It's a good breaking ball swung on and missed. Evens the count again, this time at 2s. But also some notable superstar professional athletes you probably heard of, like Tom Brady, Barry Bonds. List goes on and on. The 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Throws a fastball past Winningham, who tried to shorten up to protect but could not make contact. That's a good start to the relief appearance for Sean Watkins.
Now batting the catcher, number 32, Brian Pereira.
2 outs now. Freedom 1 pitch away from coming to the plate in the ninth and securing a third quality start in 3 outings for the right-hander Daniel Williams, who was outstanding again tonight, going 7 1/3, scattering 6 hits, walked 2, struck out 5. Was waiting to see his final line close with a 3rd out in this inning. New hitters, the catcher Brian Pereira. Watkins hikes the leg and starts him with a fastball that'll miss inside. Quiet night for Pereira. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded the ball to the right side of the infield all 3 times. 2 4-3 putouts, and then he reached on the Taylor Bryant error at first. The 1-0 is too low. 2-0 the count. Watkins looking in for the sign, gets the one he wants. Couple looks at Lindley at second, now a long gaze at the base runner. Swung on, towering blast deep into the night to right. And this one's going to twist foul. Impressive drive there. But a long strike. 2-1. Pereira just now back in the left-handed batter's box. Watkins readies. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. Got it in on the hands. Fouled back to my left. As the count moves even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. In the bottom of the 8th inning. Freedom in front by 7. 10-3 in game 1 of this 3-game set with the Slammers, the last place team in the East, squaring off with the best team in the Frontier League, your Florence Freedom, who at 26-12 are atop the West Division, the competitive division all season. 2-2. Well, Flair's going to find its way out of play off to the left. Just got enough to foul it off and see another pitch in a 2-2 count. Deuces all over the board. And 2 men on base. Slammers with runners at first and second. Right-hander out of San Bruno, California is set at the belt. Lifts the leg and a ground ball back up the box, and this is going to roll. 1 run will score in Lindley. As well, I may have spoke too soon, but no, I did not. Somehow, Austin Wobrock was able to come up with that baseball, put a throw on the money home, but it wasn't in time. Lindley scores. It's a 10-4 game. Runners at first and second.
Now batting third baseman, number 23, Harrison Bragg.
Same situation as the batter before, just now 1 run in. Runners at first and second. Still 2 outs for Harrison Bragg. The run charge to Daniel Williams, his 4th earned run in his 3rd start. So it will not be a quality outing tonight. Foul ball off to the right side. Bragg slaps one out of play to fall behind 0-1. Just the 2nd base hit for Joliet since the 3rd inning, but it drove in a run. Just swing and a miss on a good fastball from Watkins. Pushes Harrison Bragg to the brink, 0-2. Sparse crowd here in Joliet. Line shot, deep right field. This one's back. This one's gone. A 3-run Oppo Taco for Harrison Bragg. 2nd homer of the night for the Joliet Slammers. And another 3-run shot. Makes it a 3-run game. 10-7.
Chicago and nonprofit organizations through grants, in-kind donations, and volunteer service from DMG physicians and employees. Now batting second baseman, number 2, Ridge O.B. Haslam.
Second baseman Ridge Opie Haslam digs in now. More two-out magic for Joliet tonight. Fastball at 87 is going to be low for ball 1. 6 of the 7 slammer runs coming with 2 outs tonight. The 1-0. This is up. 2 balls and no strikes to Ho'opi Haslam, who's reached base once tonight but is still looking for his first base hit. He walked back in the 7th. Righty deals and buries a fastball. Nice backhand pick by Jackson Pritchard in the left-handed box as the count moves to 3-0. Four-pitch walk. The fastball misses out. So Ho'opi Haslam works a pair of base on balls here in game 1 with the Freedom. This one bringing up Tyler Bordner.
Number 17, Tyler Bordner.
Here in the 8th. Pitching coach Brian White to come out and have a quick word with Sean Watkins. There is some action in the Freedom bullpen now. It's the setup man, Brian McKenna, the right-hander and flamethrower. Getting hot. Suddenly, will be a save situation in the 9th inning, and that's a big if the Freedom don't continue to do what they've been doing all night offensively in their next at-bat in the 9th inning. 3-run game as it stands, 10-7 your score. New hitter to the plate, Tyler Bordner. Hits from the right side. The runner at first, in the form of Ridge Opie Haslam. First pitch on the way to Bordner, fastball and at the knees, inner half, 0-1. 2 runs charged to Dan Williams in this frame. The other 2, the righty on the bump, Sean Watkins. Runner takes off and Ho'opi Haslam pitches upstairs. Pritchard won't make the throw. Ridge successfully swipes second base as the Slammers are starting to get a little bit excited.
Way to go, Hopi!
Long looking for the sign from Watkins. Nods in agreement. And he'll fire the 1-1, burying it. Bodied up by Pritchard, is rolling up the third base line, and Ho'opi Haslam just must have never seen it. Freedom catcher Jackson Pritchard had a tremendous dirt ball read earlier tonight, scoring from third base on a very similar breaking ball that finished rolling up the third base line after being bodied up by Brian Pereira behind the dish for Joliet. If you don't see it right away, you won't get there. Hope he didn't. 2-1 pitch to Bordner. Called a strike on the outside black. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Watkins wearing out the first base, or third base side of the rubber, rather. And the 2-2 popped up out of play under the second deck. 2 hours and 53 minutes into this one. Closing in on that 9th frame. Watkins just needs to locate one more pitch. And he did. Fastball swung on and missed. Bordner down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 2 strikeouts in relief for Sean Watkins. But the Joliet Slammers give themselves a little bit of life. They score 4 runs in the 8th. Get a 3-run blast from Harrison Bragg. The 2nd 3-run bomb for Joliet tonight. And it's a new game. 10-7 your score. But the Freedom back to the plate. Top 9 next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Over 70% of your energy dollars are lost through back windows. So replace your windows right now.
Bored? Looking for something different and exciting to do? Come to Full Throttle Indoor Karting and experience pure racing exhilaration. 40 miles per hour on huge indoor tracks. That'll do it. Full Throttle Indoor Karting has something for almost everyone. Check it out at GoFullThrottle.com. Come alone or bring your friends. With 2 locations, Springdale near Dave & Buster's and Florence just off the Turfway exit. We're close by. Full Throttle Indoor Karting. GoFullThrottle.com.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2. Quality at a price you can afford.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Another new hurler on the bump for the Joliet Slammers. Another right-hander. His name's Drew Peden. He's a submariner. First pitch swinging. Jackson Pritchard lifts a fly ball to right field. Bad route in right field. Nobody's going to get there. This ball's going to drop, and Pritchard's on his horse to second. He has himself a stand-up double to lead off the Freedom side of the 9th, and here they go again. Always answering. The Freedom might have a surprise or two for these Joliet Slammers who muscled up, scored 4 runs in their last at bat to make it a 3-run game. They're certainly off and rolling with a leadoff double from Jackson Pritchard. Tyler Bordner, I'm not sure if he lost that one in the lights for a second. But he was ranging in right field towards the stripe when he should have been racing in. Ended up having to kind of take a zigzag approach, laid out, but wasn't anywhere close to the ball when it landed. First pitch to Brandon Pugh. Finds the outside corner. An early strike from the submariner Drew Peden, who's 6 foot 190 out of DeBary, Florida, and previously with the Windy City Thunderbolts. He's a rookie too. In his first season with Joliet, wheel move to second, throws it off Pritchard. Ridge Hopi Haslam was there. Good thing Jackson didn't try to scamper off the bag because Hopi was really close to second when he fielded that ball. But Pritchard well aware, standing on the base when the tag was applied. Eden had to step off, so he couldn't come to a consensus with his catcher. Now he's back on and ready to rock. Chopper to first, fielded by Winningham. He's got one play, and he barely makes that one. Pugh almost beats him to the bag, but Winningham will step on it just before Pugh arrives. For out number 1, Pritchard up 90 feet to third base. A swinging bunt, yielding the same result as a bunt. 1 away. Taylor Bryant, the new hitter. Joliet bringing the infield in across the diamond. First pitch, frisbee slider at 71. Must have missed below the knees. Snap back over the heart of the plate, but it was down in the zone. Peden deals. Ball 2. Fastball in and low again. Righty sets at the ear. There's that frisbee slider again. This time he puts it in a better spot on the outer third for strike 1. Righty deals and will miss off the outside edge. Stayed with the off-speed pitch, but it broke too far away. The count moves to 3-1. Peden's got good numbers. His 1-3 record aside, a 2.61 ERA. He's earned that in 20 2/3 innings. This is his 17th appearance. Opponent's hitting .240 off the side armor. Ground ball foul, third base side. Now a full count. Ryan McKenna standing on the bump in the Freedom bullpen. His arms crossed, watching. The run at third scores. It's no longer a safe situation. We might not see McKenna in the 9th. Breaking ball misses down and away. Taylor Bryant works himself a walk. Runners will be at the corners. And with 1 out, we'll see at least the middle infield retreat back to double play depth as a ground ball could end the inning. A 6th at bat tonight for the Freedom leadoff hitter Isaac Bernard in a 9-inning game. That's how good the Freedom offense has been tonight. 14 hits. In fact, 15. Haven't finished the line for the 9th inning, and we already have a double in this frame. Fastball finds the outside edge to start Bernard 0-1. 15 hits, 10 runs, and 1 whale of a game recap waiting on me at the other end of the 3rd and final out in the bottom of the 9th. Fastball on the outside edge. 0-2 to Bernard, who struck out 3 times tonight and on the brink of the golden sombrero here. The 0-2 from Peden. Way away and low. 1-2 now. Each team has made 1 error tonight. Breaking ball fouled back to the screen. Still a 1-2 count with Isaac Bernard. Isaac saw Luis Pintor jump him in the multi-hit category with his 11th multi-hit game of the season tonight. Breaking ball just misses off the outside edge. Wrapping around the corner opposed to across. The small difference as the count runs even. Peden sets at the ear. Plenty of bend in the knees from the set position. The third base side of the rubber, and a fastball shot just past Austin Wobrock, waiting on the on-deck circle, and he didn't move. Maybe Austin just didn't even see it. Two balls and 2 strikes. Just 1 out. Runners on the corners. And a pitch sails outside. Runner takes off to lay steal. They'll throw to third base. Everybody's safe. Again, trying to coax Joliet into throwing to second so that Jackson Pritchard, standing at third, could try to scamper across home. Joliet threw to third instead. Pulled the element of surprise. To no avail. So there goes the double play. Infield back in across the diamond for the Slammers. Trying to cut down that extra go-ahead run. They won't. Line shot's going to split the gap in left center field. Isaac Bernard goes backside. One run scores easy. Taylor Bryant will score as well. And standing at second base with his second hit tonight, Isaac Bernard, who will match Luis Pintor right again with 11 multi-hit games this season. Top two guys in the batting order for the most part in 2019, proving why. Tremendous table setters and also run producers. In this situation, Bernard a couple more ribbies as the Freedom break it open again. Back to a 5-run game at 12-7 here tonight. Wheel moved to second, nobody there. Bernard fell behind 0-2. Ends up splitting the gap in left center field to play to pair. Fastball's fouled back to the netting. This has been just a clinic tonight. Kids that love to watch baseball, love to watch good offense, should come out to UC Health Stadium and watch this group do what they do. Fastball's going to miss off the edge. 1 ball and 1 strike to Wobrock. Still 1 out. Bernard standing at second after clearing the bases. Breaking ball is going to find the outside corner. 1-2 now to Wobrock as Pereira wants to have a quick word with his hurler. Side armor beans Wobrock. The fastball that just sailed, drilled the left-handed hitter. Another base runner for the Freedom. Still just 1 out, 2 runs already in, 2 more on the pond. As they continue to just hand the bat to the next guy. And that next guy is somebody Drew Peden doesn't want to see. Caleb Lopez, who's already got a multi-hit game tonight, including his 3rd home run of the season back in. No doubt about it, blast to left center field. Left side of my scorebook looking more like a coloring book. Fastball on the outside edge. Lopez falls behind 0-1. Peden goes breaking ball. Lopez sat back, waited on it, fouled it off behind home plate, but over the top of the netting and onto the concourse. 0-2. The 3-hole man behind in the count. Just 1 out. In a 12-7 game, the Freedom lead. Offense picking up the slack for the pitching staff tonight. Breaking ball fouled off out of play. Count remains 0-2. Daniel Williams was magnificent for the most part tonight. Ran into a little bit of trouble allowing a couple of base runners in the 8th when Joliet decided to muscle up for a 4-run frame. Line shot foul out of play off to the right side. One of about 20 kids will be a lucky recipient of that Caleb Lopez souvenir. A fist fight doesn't break out first. 0-2 from Peden. Breaking ball, squeeze on a backhand. It did take a bounce. He'll go to second for 1. Now on to first, a double play. What a play. Drew Peden showing his athletic ability after the follow through. to pluck that Lopez comebacker off the turf, turned it in to a 1-6-3 double play. So it all comes down to this. The Joliet Slammers will come to the plate. They need 5 runs to tie, 6 to win it in walk-off fashion. And it will be Brian McKenna. Despite the fact it's not a save situation, the man that does have 3 saves tonight won't be looking for one here. But he will be looking for the final 3 outs next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company. Brian McKenna both an electric fastball, and we're about to see plenty of it as he squares up with L.J. Kalawaya, then the top of the Joliet Slammers batting order. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, the Freedom 3 outs away from a Game 1 victory over the Joliet Slammers. That would in turn give them their longest winning streak of the season. That would stand at 7 games. Entering the middle game tomorrow, first pitch fastball from McKenna at 94, a strike. As they usually are, Brian has not walked a batter yet this season. In his second Freedom, the righty out of New York, has been standing. Late swing on a fastball, but fouled off out of play the opposite way as the count moves to 0-2 on L.J. Kalawaya. McKenna with a 2.87 ERA. He's got that baby below 3. A 1-1 record, 3 saves. And a fastball fouled off to the left again. The bat of the left-handed hitter, who's struggling to catch up and way behind 0-2. "24 strikeouts to no walks for McKenna this season. 15th appearance. He spanned 15 2/3 innings. Fastball fouled back. Better timing on this one. And now he may have just set himself up for that devastating slider McKenna taught himself while the Freedom were in Gateway about a month ago. Righty lowers the hands to the ready, and a fastball is going to miss up in the zone. An enticing pitch and a 2-strike count. That high heater always looks good coming in. Kalawaya able to lay off this one as the count moves to 1-2. Quick consensus reached. McKenna sets and fires. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Boy, when he spots that, he's unhittable, as L.J. Kalawaya just proved. Now 25 strikeouts on the season for McKenna. 1 quick out in the 9th. Only needed to show the curveball 1 time, but it got him the K. And here's London Lindley. First pitch swinging and a bouncer fielded on a bare hand by Luis Pintor. Foul ground on the third base side. Oh, 0-1 to London Lindley. Leadoff man's done his job tonight. Been on base twice. Scored a pair of runs. Singling and walking once. Fastball painted on the black at 92. McKenna taking a little off this one, but not sacrificing any location. It's right on the black. Way ahead, 0-2. What'll he go to here? Buries the breaking ball. Lindley able to lay off. What I would give to throw one fastball as hard as McKenna throws all of his. 1-2. There's the heat again. London able to get the foot down. That one at 95. Fouled off behind home plate. McKenna advantaged 1-2. Can still pick his pitch. Here it is. Fastball grounded up the middle. Wobrock lays out, won't get to it. It's into center. A base hit for London Lindley, who impressively showed that he's able to straighten out 95. Put a couple of good swings on heaters in that at bat. The Slammers will have a base runner to bring up Riley Crane with one out. A 3 spot for Joliet in the third, 4 more in the 8th. And a whole lot of nothing in between. First pitch fouled back directly over my dome. Might think about shutting this window a little bit. 0-1 quickly. McKenna ahead. Ground ball could end the game. And we just got one. A bouncer towards first. Bryant charges in. He'll just have one play. He'll make the tag on Riley Crane. Ended up being too slow for to first to have any shot at the double play. Lindley also runs well to further complicate matters. He's now standing at second. But the Slammers are down to their last out. But McKenna will search for it as they bring their 3-hole hitter, Chaz Meadows, to the dish. Meadows a couple of hits tonight. 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs on his 3rd home run. Fastball pops the mitt, but off the plate. Two for 4 tonight is Meadows. Fastball's popped up, first base side, and this is going to drift into the 4th row. One ball and 1 strike on Chaz Meadows as Brian McKenna takes a little turn around the mound, rubbing the baseball down before now reascending and towing the slab. Looking in for the sign from Jackson Pritchard. Righty gets the one he wants, lowers the hands to the set, and see you later. Breaking balls, swung on and missed for strike 2. Another one for the outtake reel. Love it. It's usually the finishing pitch, but it pushes Meadows to the brink here. 1-2. There's a fastball that's just a hair off the outside corner. Did not miss by much. Lindley standing at second, singled in the frame. As a late swing will get that strikeout a couple pitches later. And that'll do it. Freedom reigns. Your final score tonight, 12-7. As the Fighting Freedom looked relentless offensively, scoring in 6 of their 9 at-bats. Only one of them not a crooked number. Hard to keep up with a Freedom team that's going to do that to you offensively when they have the pitching staff that they have, 1 through 12. Unbelievable. What a performance tonight. and the Freedom winning streak moves to 7. It is officially their best winning streak of the season, and they've set themselves up to take the yard tomorrow in search of yet another series victory. A 5-run winner over the Slammers, and we'll be back to recap it. And what'll probably be a half-hour post-game show to do the game recap next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited, family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmers market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family, and you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
This summer, the Frontier League heads to the Big Apple as its brightest stars battle the Can-Am League's finest in the historic first-ever Frontier League Can-Am League All-Star Celebration. It's July 9th and 10th in beautiful Rockland County, nestled in New York City's suburbs. Slide to rocklandboulders.com for tickets and lodging information to see the best baseball stars shine in New York. Again, visit rocklandboulders.com and show support for your team in the Frontier League Can-Am League All-Star Game.
Freedom burn it to the ground tonight offensively, all right. 12-7 your final score. 16 hits tonight for the Freedom. 9 men still managed to be left on base, scoring 12 runs. They did make one error. Joliet with 7 runs on 9 hits. They also made one mistake defensively, left 5 men stranded on base. With the victory, the Freedom now 27-12, 15 games above 500. A pinch yourself start to the season. The Joliet Slammers fall to 13-27 rather, and will be 10 games back of the top spot in the East Division standings after this Game 1 loss tonight for the Freedom. That does extend their winning streak to 7 straight, their best winning streak of the season. Let's dive right into how the scoring happened tonight. It's going to take a while. The Freedom took the game's first lead, scoring 2 runs in their second at bat. It all started with the Ricky Ramirez Jr. single for his first hit of the night. Luis Pintor followed with a single of his own to put runners on the corners before Jackson Pritchard made it a 1-0 game for the Freedom, rolling into a 6-3 double play, not taking an RBI, but giving the Freedom the early edge. Brandon Pugh would add an RBI doubling to score a run his nenext time up, or one batter later, I should say. The next guy up, Taylor Bryant, adding an RBI single himself as the score was 3-0 Freedom. In the third inning, a couple more runs scratched across for the visitors. A couple of singles from Caleb Lopez and Andre Mercurio started the rally before Luis Pintor got his first RBI knock of the night. A single that scored a run before Caleb Lopez reached on the first and only Joliet Slammers air of the night as the score moved to 4-0. In the fourth, Taylor Bryant got hit by a pitch, ended up coming across to score two batters later after a single from Isaac Menard. Austin Wobrock laid down a safety squeeze, got his first RBI of the night. The Joliet Slammers would score 3 runs of their own, getting a 3-run shot from Chaz Meadows in the bottom of that frame. He touched them all after back-to-back singles with 2 outs from London Lindley and Riley Crane. Got the 3-hole to the plate with a chance to do some damage. He did so. Dash Winningham doubling right after him before Daniel Williams was able to find a 4-3 putout to retire the side. Joliet would not score again until the 8th, but the Freedom would get right back to work in inning number 7. 3 more runs scoring in that frame. It all started with a leadoff blast from Caleb Lopez, his 3rd-round tripper of the year. Added to the Freedom lead. Ricky Ramirez Jr. would single a couple of batters later before he came around to score when Luis Pintor doubled. Jackson Pritchard would score the last run of the frame, walking in the inning, reaching 3rd on a Brandon Pugh single that nearly split the gap in left center for his 2nd time on the night. But Pritchard would score with Taylor Bryant at the plate when a breaking ball skipped wide and allowed Pritchard to score on the pass ball. Joliet would score again in the 8th after the Freedom added 2 more runs to the ledger, just continuing the onslaught. Ricky Ramirez Jr. would touch them all, become the 2nd Freedom player tonight to hit a home run. His 3rd big fly of the season scored Andre Mercurio, who walked right before the dinger. Joliet would answer, actually make it a save situation as we look forward to the 9th inning. 4 more runs across for the Slammers, again with 2 outs, as a walk set the stage and a Chaz Meadows single continued the threat. It was an RBI single by Brian Pereira before Harrison Bragg hit the 4th home run we saw tonight. A 3-run shot, the 2nd 3-run blast of the night for Joliet. Helped close them within 3 at 10-7. But the Freedom would do what they did all night, what they've done over the last week in this 7-game winning streak. They would answer immediately the big blow landed by the opposition. 2 more runs scoring in the 9th for the Freedom. A Jackson Pritchard double to right started the inning. A Taylor Bryant walk would put a couple of guys on, and Isaac Menard would plate them both. As Jackson Pritchard was standing on 3rd base and Taylor Bryant at 1st, Taylor would attempt to delay steal 2nd, hoping Pritchard could score from 3rd base on a throw to 2nd. Joliet would throw to 3rd, instead allowing the double play to become a thing of the past and runners to be at 2nd and 3rd. That's when Isaac Menard did his damage. The 2-run double scored both runners and pushed the Freedom back in front 12-7, your eventual final score. So that's it, that's all. Kind of a butchery, but a lot of action to report tonight. 4 pitchers throwing for the Joliet Slammers. Tyler Jones will take the loss, however. Made his professional debut on the bump tonight for the team in the East Division. Went just 4 innings as the Freedom got right to work, knocked him out before he'd be win eligible, having to go 5. Jones allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned. He did not walk anybody. He struck out 3, but falling to 0-1 on the season. Taking the win, Daniel Williams, who did not get a quality start, but did manage to go 7 1/3 innings, scattering 6 hits. He would allow 5 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Sean Watkins gave up the 3-run homer and the RBI single to Brian Pereira, but 2 of the 4 runs that scored in that 8th inning charged to Dan Williams, who walked London Lindley and gave up the single to Chaz Meadows before the RBI single from the catcher and the 3-run blast from Bragg. So 5 earned runs, not a quality start for Dan. That's the first time in 3 outings that he will not walk away with a quality start, but he does get his 2nd victory, improving to 2-0. With that, let's take a look at the Frontier League scoreboard, see what shook out around the rest of the league today. We got the early look early in this ball game, and it was all West Division early. It remained that way. My goodness, the scores didn't change at all for the East Division teams in those two West versus East affairs. Southern Illinois beating the Windy City Thunderbolts 11-0 tonight. It was, I believe, 6-0 when we checked on that score in the third inning. So Southern would score 5 more runs, but Windy City would not scratch across a run at all. And unfortunately, the same thing happened to the Schaumburg Boomers. The Evansville Otters blank Schaumburg 6-0. That score 5-0 when we looked. Evansville would add one more, but the Boomers would fail to scratch across a run. So a couple of West Division teams shutting out teams in the East. We've mentioned it time and time again. Certainly looks like the West Division is the juggernaut division, and your Florence Freedom reigns supreme by 4 games at the top of it. Lake Erie would beat the Washington Wild Things coming back from behind. That score was 2-1 Washington the first time we looked, but Lake Erie grabs the win at Wild Things Park 5-2, and we know what happened here at DuPage Medical Group Field. A 12-7 victory for your Freedom, their 7th in a row. They're now 27-12, 15 games above 500, and searching for a series victory in the middle game tomorrow. Set your alarm clocks. It's a bright and early start. 10:05 local time, 11:05 your time back in Florence. We'll be underway in Game 2 between the Freedom and Slammers. Florence will hand the baseball to Mike Castellani. The trusty lefty will toe the slab versus a to-be-determined starter for Jeff Isom's Slammers, who has not announced a single starter for any of these 3 games in this series, including tonight. Tyler Jones, a bit of a game-time decision, making his professional debut. So Jeff Isom keeping his cards close to his chest. Didn't work for him tonight. All Freedom, and we'll hope more of the same tomorrow. And another day game will be the 5th of the year for Florence. See you then on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.